still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt to maybe just a little? Cause you don't really see me like you used to, but you hold on to me cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. Stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. But I don't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. If I stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. I've heard you've been here before, but I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to.
Pretty sure CJ's calling. Can you start the show without me real quick?
No.
You have to.
Why? So here we go. I sent out a text. Be mindful. Okay. I'm by myself. Sarah left right at the mark. Because, you know, I can send out a message and people don't read it. That's going to be my rant.
Oh,
Ready?
I'm
I mean,
back.
what does he need?
I think his phone was dead.
Who cares?
Me.
You turn it on and you know.
He called me from somebody else's number.
Cool.
That's how I answered.
All right.
Listen, when your kids aren't home, you answer the phone.
But our kids call for no reason.
But I think there was a reason and he just let it go. So now if we don't know where he's at, we're not gonna know why.
Well, that's the way it goes.
Oh no. Play
Play what?
live. I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome. Happy
Welcome.
Friday.
Yeah.
Listen, if you have kids, you understand. Scooter has kids, he doesn't understand.
Well, I have kids, but we have certain kids in this house that called just cuz.
But he wasn't.
And we're not just the chat.
He's not.
They just called to go,
just
hey,
'cause.
do we have cookies?
No, I think he was gonna ask permission to go do something.
But am I wrong? Does that not happen in this house?
I mean, sometimes.
Do you have cookies in the house? Do we have flour?
Our generation of teenagers like to call us, not text us.
Oh,
That's his irk right
yeah,
now.
Drop everything. Answer the phone.
We don't know what happened. You don't know if it's an emergency.
It's literally the story of the boy cried wolf.
You don't know.
Is that not true?
Yes, and I will answer every time. If you guys call me about real life stuff, I will answer.
Do you have flour?
They never asked me that.
Okay.
What am I making for dinner? Ask me that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Happy Friday. Obviously, Scooter's grumpy already. So
I'm not grumpy already. I was like, we were ahead of schedule, right? Ahead of
We were.
schedule. I sent out a text 30 minutes ago
Yeah.
to tell everybody that lives in this household or is in this household that, hey, we're going live at 7.
But if his
Please
phone
be
said he didn't get it.
Please be mindful, right?
Yes.
And right at 7:01, he calls.
Yes.
Okay. So that's
But
that's
if
what,
his phone's dead,
you have a but if about everything.
that's not true.
Okay.
But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, Happy Friday. Let's drink.
What?
Cheers.
Oh. Cilantro Val.
Sadly, because obviously someone needs a shot.
Yeah, you do.
That's it. We're done.
It feels like it.
Show's over. Just kidding. Happy Friday. We hope it's been a lovely week. We hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and not a lot of drama that seems
Christmas,
to
Hanukkah,
follow Christmas. Kwanzaa has started.
Kwanzaa's almost over.
Yeah.
Um,
All the things.
was it like one more day? Today and tomorrow? No, it goes through New Year's Day, I think.
No, I should, but I don't.
7 days.
After Christmas. It's
Yeah,
the day
starting
after
on
Christmas.
Boxing Day. Start on
Tuesday.
the 26th.
Yeah, next Tuesday we'll end. Anyways, welcome.
So yeah,
Who do we got?
here we are. What do you mean? Who do we got?
Who am I? Who are you? You should introduce us.
This is Sarah.
This is Scooter.
Thank you.
This is Oscar.
Oscar. I am Oscar right now. Mindfulness. Maybe we should have an
Oh,
episode about
God.
that. All right.
It's every episode.
Pretty much. And the lack thereof.
Sponsors.
Yes, we have sponsors. Who are our sponsors tonight?
I will go second, so you go first.
I don't
Because
understand.
I'm wearing our sponsors, so I want to go second.
Oh,
You go
so
first,
first one
Bob.
is Lever Consulting. Please check them out at leverconsulting.com. You will get an introductory consultation. Mention Sarah and Scooter. They send you over there, and they'll hook you up.
Mine, just kidding. Sponsor number 2 is Yaya's Embroidery. You can find her on Instagram. She is wonderful. She made this shirt for me for our anniversary. I sent her the thingy bobbers, and she put on a shirt, and I like them. What are these called? Designs? No.
Logos.
Logos.
Yeah.
That's the right word. And she made them and shipped them, and she's so quick. Like, I want to use her for the booster stuff for the band, but
No, don't waste.
let me
don't,
add that to my rant.
No, hold on. Don't waste her talent. And I mean, realistically,
But what I want to do is I want to have her make me like a custom shirt that says like Sarah Hamilton fundraising director with like all the. I want to make it look amazing and then be like, you guys don't get one. Petty, yes. Do I care? No.
no. I mean, they don't deserve it.
Oh man! So if you mention Sarah and Scooter, you get 10% off. I forgot to say that.
That is true.
Yes.
Yaya's Embroidery, 10% off just for mentioning us.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
I mean,
she's awesome.
amazing communication.
Yeah.
Not only is she quick, she's available. She's very honest, and her communication level is stellar.
Yeah. When did I have the shirt done? 20. Obviously not 2015. It had to been this year's anniversary. So
Was it?
August,
No, I thought it was.
or was it the May anniversary? No, it was August. It would have been our anniversary.
this year?
Yeah. Or was it last year?
Oh, I thought it was last year.
It might have been last year, but I'm just saying, look how good it still looks. Like it's not peeling or anything.
No, they're amazing. I mean, it's the real deal. It's not the stuff that fades after a while. It's like actually like
And I wear this a
vinyl.
lot and wash it a lot.
Yeah. It's really it's done very, very well. She's done embroidery for us.
Yeah.
For Pull Up a Chair Foundation, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be ordering some more stuff for that. For other things. Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Check.
Yes. All right. Giveaway question. What is the giveaway question?
I didn't write it down.
Okay, but it's the same as last week.
I didn't write that down either. I don't have my paper. Did you write it down?
Oh, I did.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we stayed at the Westin beginning of the month. I'm glad the talent showed up today. It's amazing. She showed up to take a phone call. I think it's amazing. So, name the bartender.
Oh, yeah, that
This
one.
was your question that you came up with.
I remember now. I can do it.
Okay.
Name the bartender at the Westin in Philadelphia that gave us free drink coupons.
Correct.
That's the question.
Yeah, Westin in Philadelphia. Amazing.
Yes.
So
good.
so
good.
Yes, so good. All right. And I think we're getting to the point.
Can I push the button?
Yeah.
Good thing.
Yeah, that's maybe why you're saying that.
I just knew. I can read. That's why.
I have well, not really multiple ones, but
I only
kind
have
of.
two.
I have 2.5-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
First one, I got to have lunch with my sister.
That's pretty dope.
And that is fun. I felt like it was brunch because it was like 11. But I feel like we don't go do stuff that often. Just like two of us, me and Beck. We used to
You do.
more.
Well, the difference is you guys, how do you say it? There's nothing to catch up on anymore.
Because we talk all the time.
Yeah, because you talk like 4 or 5 times a day.
But even today, it felt like we haven't talked to each other in weeks.
That's the relationship you guys have, which I think is amazing. I'm just saying, I think that's probably why, because you're like, I know what you had for breakfast. We talked during lunch.
It's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you're talking constantly, consistently throughout the day. So there's not a lot to force you guys to get together to catch up.
That's fair.
So which I think you should.
Yeah.
Like, screw business meetings, because that's what this one was.
It's always like half business, half.
But I feel like you should probably schedule a non-business hangout, and you'll end up talking business anyways.
Right.
But it's not about work. Like,
Yeah.
there's no agenda. There's no work agenda.
That's fair.
I think that would be dope for you.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Beck, if you're listening, let's do it.
Get on it. Get on it. Plan some more stuff in your life.
May, we're going to where are we going? San Diego.
You are?
Still for work. But yeah, it's a
Dang.
conference. May is going to be crazy.
Oh, am I going to that one?
You're going to the end of it.
Oh, it's like, I don't know.
Just Friday.
May. We're looking at doing something in
It's
April
gonna
now,
be
too.
May. Yeah.
We're going to go in Disneyland in April.
Yeah, your eyebrows going crazy.
Well, I'm excited because that one's just a fun trip. No work.
May's fun. These are like the
It's
best.
still a work trip.
That's true. All right.
So,
that was my first one. What do you
first
got?
one. I've been leaving the house more,
Right?
because I've gotten into this, not funk, but I guess you could call it that. I got used to staying at home.
Yeah.
And not running to the store and stuff like that. And I was like, it's not because of fees and that kind of stuff, but it was more of like, hey, you need to go out there and
Be a person.
say hi and
Yeah.
be sociable. All those skills that you learn because you're so antisocial,
Right.
and you're gonna forget how to lose them. See, you're gonna
Yeah.
forget how to lose them.
Yeah.
I already did, because the end of, and because that rolls into we went out. I think we were just picking up some stuff for a donation, and we stopped by Urban Roots.
Yeah.
Had some good food, had a beer.
Yeah.
And my friend Esteban was there, so I was like, got to go over and say hi to him. And at the end of the conversation, I feel like what came out of my mouth was gibberish.
It probably was.
I was like, yeah, we should catch up. And I go, yeah, I should blah, blah, blah. I was like, I feel like I mixed like 17 words into one, and I just walked away going, I hope he thinks I said something.
It's probably like, man, how many drinks have you had?
Well, none. That's the thing. It was like I had that. Well, we did have a little wine, but it was more of when, as a person like me, it doesn't come naturally. So
Right.
it has to be something. Even though my intentions are super solid, I don't know how to get through it. So
Yeah.
that was my other good thing, was seeing Esteban, give him
that's
a
good.
hug, and
Yeah.
and we didn't catch up because he was working.
Yeah.
because he works there. But yeah, that was kind of dope.
That's good. I mean, I think I'm with you. My other half of my good thing was we had a business meeting today and everything looks good. Projections look good.
Projections do look good for the B&H.
I'm excited
Business.
about that. It just means it's like going in with a game plan's always nice. So, and man, Becca killed it. So Becca, like she, usually we have business meetings. It's a lot of like, it's random, right? Like we know what we want to talk about, but we're not really like direct. She had papers printed. She had numbers. She had projections. She had numbers from last year, projections for this year. It was awesome. I was like, what? This is great.
Who are you?
I think she's always been that person though.
No, well, hold on. Yes, but I think you guys have been all over the place. Not all over the place. You had to wear all the hats.
Yeah,
For the first few
2023
years,
was like,
the first
jamming.
few years, you had to wear all the hats,
Yeah.
right? And now you're getting to the point where you can play the hats, put on the hats you want to
Right.
put on.
Yeah.
So I think it's getting to that point. Your growth is sustainable now.
Right.
It is able to have projections,
Right.
Because everybody's like, you're like, I want to do this in 2023. And I was like, but you can't really make that projection because we don't know where
Right.
it will be at.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That you can do it, and I think that comes out of the big changeover from physical. Your appointments could be in person to virtual appointments, now back to some physical.
Yeah.
I think there was a big transition for every business
Right.
that had to do something like that over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited.
no, kudos.
It's gonna be an interesting year.
She's projecting, and she said the numbers, and I said, that's a 40% growth. And she goes,
Yes,
yeah.
it
And I was
is.
like, well, that's a big number. I was like, most companies, decently successful companies, look to 10 to 15%. You're looking at 40.
Yes, we are.
And you know what? I'm along for the ride. So
Anyways, that was my other good
I
thing.
hope when I can. I had a couple other things. I mean, I could look at my projections. I mean, Time to Tabletop might turn the corner this year, where we were turning the corner in 2019 into the point where we're profitable, not just profitable, but I could get paid.
Right.
That was happening in 2019. We were right there, and then everything kind of blah. So I think 2024, 2023, no, but I think it got to the point where we're not hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
This year we didn't hemorrhage money this year, and that means next year we will profit money back again. Look who's back. You knew that was going to happen. But yeah, I kind of piggyback off there because I didn't say that on here. But also this this motivational thing that's been going on with Sarah was walking, for the whole month of December. I'm already in next month. The whole month of December, she was wanting to walk at least a mile or two every single day.
Yes.
I think you missed 2.
One. Yeah, because we had to make up because of the rain. I did miss 2 days, and then
Yeah.
the next day I made it up.
Okay. I was just looking for a number. But
Yeah, I missed 2.
So 2 days, but along for the ride, I've been doing it for like 10 days.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This is kind of nice because she's actually taking a break. And when we go for a walk, she's waiting till the afternoon instead of first thing in the morning, which is
It's not ideal for me, but I'm doing it for you.
Well, walking in general, I hate.
Right.
But I'm not just doing it for you. I'm doing it for us.
Yeah. Aw.
See what I did?
Aw.
One-upped you. No, for real. Because when we walk, we mostly talk about business, and it's usually her business. But
That's fair.
we have a good conversation the whole time. It's not like we're just walking and nothing.
Right.
And it's not just like, we're not talking about numbers and all that kind of stuff. We're talking about funny stuff and, oh my gosh, this is stupid, or that,
Yeah.
just fun stuff. It's more fun stuff or frustrating things that you're getting off your chest. So I appreciate that. Because I like being that dude. So that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm shaking the table.
That's okay.
I apologize.
Yeah, I'm excited for January. We're upping the mileage. 5Ks every day. Just,
No, I mean, we're up
maybe.
to like 2 miles a day.
Yeah.
And that's a good walk.
it is a good walk.
You
Takes
know?
us 40 minutes. I
Yeah,
like it.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What's
those
that?
are my good things.
Yeah. Can I press the button?
Yeah. Okay, you can't see her.
Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant of the week.
Oh, it's so good.
See, but the long pause in the audio is her just laughing quietly.
Yeah.
So I apologize for everybody that listens to this in a podcast
You should
if they
watch
do,
it.
or just not watching it. The facial expressions that she puts out there and the annoyance on my face is next to priceless.
All right. How many rants you got?
Mine's just kind of one.
Okay. I'll go first then.
But I mean, I already ranted at the beginning, so
You're a ranter,
that's
so
going to count.
yeah. So my first one is watching a movie or a show with Scooter. It's great, right? We get to discuss things and talk about how good the show is, but he does this thing. Not only does he get up to pee every 5 seconds, that's freaking annoying in
No,
itself.
at least it's 5 to 7 minutes. It's fine.
Same thing. So once he has paused the show at an inopportune time, then he gets up and proceeds to tell me how it's gonna end. He hasn't ever seen it. He's like, I'm just pretty sure this is gonna happen. What the? And he's like, never wrong, never wrong. He could already see what's gonna happen without watching the show, and proceeds to ruin the rest of the show or movie for me and to tell me what's gonna happen. And then sits back down like we're just gonna sit down and enjoy the rest of this movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to watch it anymore.
I want to see my brain be right again.
I told him the other day, I can't remember what we were watching. I said, if you tell me the end of this movie, I will never watch a movie with you
But
again.
I've never seen it.
It doesn't matter.
So how does that count?
Is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. You telling me how you think a show is going to end, knowing you're going to get it right.
How would you?
Because
don't know.
you always friggin' guess it right.
Now, be rest assured that if I don't do that, I just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, rest assured that if you do it again, I will no longer watch TV with you.
She's been threatening this for a while.
Now, the other day, though, it like took the cake because I literally said, stop talking. Do not tell me how this is going to end. I can't remember what it was.
Was it the Blood Moon or
Rebel Moon?
Rebel Moon?
I think it was Rebel Moon, which was, I didn't even truly enjoy the movie to begin with. And then you got up and paused it like right during the middle of something that was happening to tell me how it's now going to end. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this with you anymore.
I have, because this is going to be contradictory, right? For me to say this. When you say, when you critique something or a movie, I'm not saying anything's bad. Sometimes I feel like the storytelling's weak or the storyboarding's weak. I can have those opinions.
Yes.
Because I have written stuff. Like, it's published. I was like, if you want a better story, write it yourself. So I'm into that kind of thing too.
Right.
But when I see something, it can be visually enjoyable, because we did watch Rebel Moon and it was visually very beautiful.
Yes.
But the long pauses, the slow-mos movements were just like every 3 minutes there was a slow motion something. And I'm like, I can critique some things in there to go. Visually it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, but it was very tropey. It was very archetype kind of movie. It was, I kept going, this is like playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
It was very Dungeons and Dragons to me. So if you've ever seen Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, and have never played, you'll understand what I'm saying. If you have played Dungeons and Dragons or any other role-playing game, you'll understand what I'm saying. But I gotta say, I got stumped by Monarch.
Yes.
Monarch is stumping me.
It's a show on Apple TV.
And it's amazing.
It is really
called Legends of Monsters.
I don't know, but it is good. And I don't know if it's because I threatened to never watch TV with him again, or because he truly doesn't know he doesn't have like an opinion about what's going to happen.
I have opinions about certain people and thoughts, but I'm not sure.
Well, I'm glad you're keeping them to yourself.
Well, because I'm not sure. Yeah. The other ones, I'm like, that's the.
And the thing is, if you had that conversation with me when the show's over, like between episodes, pause the show and be like, man, I think blah, blah, blah. Cool, because we haven't started a new one. Right. But like 10 minutes before the show's over, let me tell you how it's going to end. Don't say another freaking word.
I don't know how to do
I
that.
will get up and leave right now.
I don't know.
Right now. I lost it the other day. I was so mad.
Yeah, she was not happy.
Yeah.
I mean, she's always very happy on here. And then, I think they call it gaslighting. does a bunch of frustrating things right before we go live. And then we go live and she's like, Smiley, welcome everyone. Have a great Friday. Woo. And I was like, you just did everything I asked you not to do in the last 30 minutes.
Maybe because it makes me happy.
The 30 minutes before, I was just like, she just goes, here's all his buttons that I know I can
Dude,
push.
that was you today. Literally, that was you today.
Oh, I was trying to push your buttons because I was trying to do what you do, and it backfired.
Right.
Because you answered a call at 7:01 when we went live at 7. Yeah. So. That's not.
Go? Oh, that was my first rant.
I only have one, really. I wasn't even about that. I'll rant all day. But since we've been going on these walks, I wanted to kind of move into that, which is a good segue. The people that I gotta first say, I appreciate the people that move over. We move over,
right?
And everybody goes through. It's like everybody meets everybody halfway,
right?
That's about 50% of the
right.
time. It's mostly the bicycles.
I think. God.
Well, I think it's because they don't tell you they're coming.
Right.
Right. There's no noise.
Yeah.
They don't say on your left.
Right.
I mean, and today I even said, has nobody seen Winter Soldier?
Right.
I mean, does anybody know Captain America? Like everybody knows on your left.
Right.
Like it was the defining point of Endgame.
Yeah.
For goodness sakes. So, it's like make a noise.
Yeah.
Because
ring a bell.
There was somebody today who almost caught an elbow. Was it today
that
or
was yesterday?
Yesterday. Somebody almost caught an elbow from me.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the tendency to, when I don't jump.
Right.
I move and swing.
Right.
And my elbow went out and I was like, I almost took that dude out because I couldn't hear him. Like, say, if you're on a bike or you're running, if
right.
you're running, usually you can hear them.
Yes.
But bikes usually can't.
Also, they're not supposed to be on the sidewalk. There's a whole bike lane.
It depends on where we're at. Like that lane that we run.
Our whole neighborhood is all bike lanes.
No, I'm talking about the paths.
Right. They're not supposed to be on the paths either.
Oh, they're not?
No, that's why the bike lanes are there.
I don't understand what you're saying.
No, so we were on a sidewalk when that happened, not a path.
Right. I understand that. I totally understand that. What I'm trying to ask you, goodness, the path that we walk on, are those just walking paths? But those are for bikes
No, they're
too.
bicycle. They're both.
Okay. That's all I was saying. So that's happened on them too.
Yeah.
Right? So it's more of like make a noise.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to hurt someone or somebody's going to hurt you.
That's true.
I mean, or both.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's been a real frustration of mine, especially when there's like you're walking here and you almost get run over by a bicycle on the sidewalk, and you could look to the right and it says bike lane.
Right.
Like they gave you part of the road. Dude.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not riding I'm not riding a bike whatsoever. But the streets here are dangerous. But if you're gonna be on the sidewalk, like understand it's for pedestrians, and so accommodate the pedestrians.
It's in the name. Right? It's a bike lane for bikes. It's a sidewalk for walking.
It's true.
That's it. So it's been very frustrating, but it's also a humanity problem because I love humanity. I don't like humans.
That's fair.
I know I've said that, but it's very true.
So my last rant.
Oh, you have more now.
Which is funny. No, I had this one. So I am in a group for fundraising, basically. Like we fund events that happen for the band anyways. There is a phrase that's going around right now this year, and it's called stay in your lane. And I can't tell you how much I effing hate that phrase. Can I just say that? I effing hate it. We're a group. We're a bunch of adults who are all volunteering to help raise money so that the kids in this group get to do the things that they need to do this year. And every year for as long as I've been a part of this group, even as a parent volunteer, it was like, how can we help each other? And for some reason this year, they're like, everyone needs to stay in their lane.
It's not for some reason. It's the new leadership.
I know.
It's a one person problem.
And like the fact that this person as a volunteer is like, I'm in charge of this group. B, no, you're not. I'm an adult. You're not. No one's in charge of me. Nobody. Abso-friggin-lutely nobody is. To tell an adult who is volunteering, giving their time, and helping to do something good for the kids around them that they need to stay in their lane, they don't need to have an opinion about anything except for whatever their department is, go F off. Stay in your lane. Man, kick rocks.
This is also a person that says sexist, racist remarks
Yeah.
on the regular.
Right.
As a grown black man.
Yeah. Not a fan.
So,
Hope you're watching.
I'm not a fan. I hope he does too. Because I am not a fan of anybody that is like that.
No, I'm not a fan of what's happening. I'm not a fan of the fact that if I swear, if I go to one more meeting and he says stay in your lane, I might flip a table, which is going to be the first Thursday of January because that's when we get to meet again. I might flip a friggin' table.
I think I would appreciate that because I mean, it's kind of one of those things like he already belittled my wife in front of me, right?
Right.
To me, in multiple ways, and then took over the position that I stepped down from last year because it was just a lot of adults acting like children.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to be a part of this.
Yeah.
We're all here to help, you know. So without an election, this person took over.
There was an election.
Oh, there was only one person that ran for the position.
But I mean, that's how it was. That's how it is every year when it comes to the president of the organization. Because nobody wants to do it.
Because again, there's one common denominator.
We're not going into politics here.
That's not politics.
I mean, it's local politics.
It's not even local politics.
It is the school organization is its own system.
But it's not even part of the school.
We're not dropping names.
It's a 501c3. It's a nonprofit.
I agree. Anyways, that's my rant is I'm friggin' tired of the saying, stay in your lane. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a shirt that says Sarah Hamilton, fundraising director, stayed in my effing lane on the back of it. Urel, I need you.
So true.
What if I can get it by the February event? That'd be amazing. They're like, you can't wear that shirt here. The F I can. I just bought it.
I just bought it.
Oh, it's such a good. I'm writing it down.
It's my new logo.
Also, I want to also get on there. The F I can't. The F I can't. Anyways.
Okay. And she'll never wear anything like that.
Yes, I would.
The F I can't.
The F I can't. It's not gonna say the full F word. It's gonna say the F I can't.
Oh my goodness.
Why can't I wear that?
I would wear something like that.
I would wear it.
Think you would.
Not to work, but I'd wear it.
To work.
I can't wear a shirt to work.
Well, you should wear a shirt to work.
You know what I mean? Like a t-shirt.
Oh.
I mean, if I'm going places. Anyways, I'd wear the shirt, is all I'm saying. Who wants one? Who wants the F I can't shirt with our logo on it?
or oops, am I in your lane?
Right. Or stayed in my effing lane. I don't know. Throw me out ideas. I'm getting a shirt made.
I think that's a couple good ones.
Staying in my effing lane. I'm gonna get one for Danielle. She would appreciate it. One of the board members she didn't lose her mind. She got fed up because somebody went too far and said that phrase way too many times in our last meeting. And she's like the most sweetest, soft-spoken person. And she was like, she just lost it. I was like, oh my gosh, you just pissed off the fairy, basically. She's like the sweetest little person, and you guys just made her so mad, and it got so silent. I was like, this is fantastic. Go Danielle. Yeah. Anyways, don't join any boards. Don't volunteer.
If you're pointing at people and being a dictator,
yeah,
you're out of your lane.
That's fact.
So
anyways, that's my last rant.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. All right.
That's it?
Boop. That was my rant.
All right, what do we got then?
Your favorite. What's up?
What's up? This is your section, so go for it.
You didn't even finish your phrase.
What's up in you? Or area.
Thank you. Obviously. I would say but it's lame.
New Year's Eve, duh.
Hey, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, that's what I wrote.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't wrote duh.
Well, duh. Go do that.
I wrote duh.
I feel like I've been to a New Year's Eve party in how long have we been together? That long.
Yeah, we don't go to. I don't. Did you?
We did. I did 1 year, twice before you.
Whoa.
2 years in a row, I think, because Becca wanted to go. I'm pretty sure. But it's not worth it. You could buy a whole bottle of champagne for the glass that they give you, and it's not even that good. The cost to get into a New Year's Eve party is ridiculous.
Well, I think going to a New Year's Eve party is so you'll have a story. The
I've
party,
never had it.
no, I'm saying the party itself,
Yeah.
something not awesome usually happens, and then you have a story.
Well, I
so
thought
I
it was
think
at a
you
club.
go for, you go for the stories.
Yeah.
I don't
But
think you
obviously,
go for.
I went to the wrong places because I don't have any New Year's Eve stories. And I've been twice in my life. So watch
Twice.
out. Watch out, guys.
Goodness.
Okay. In Fresno, Cat Williams is going to be at the Save Mart Center. Just in case you think he's funny. He's hit or miss for me. Sometimes I
He's
find
a
him
miss.
funny. And sometimes I'm like, I'm not enjoying this.
My opinion, I like the idea of his shtick. I like the idea of it, but I feel like the execution is like not funny
Yeah.
to me.
That's
That's just me.
Okay. Then, Master Washington. So here we go. In Centralia, they're going to have Switchback.
What's that?
I think I thought it was Switchfoot now that I wrote it down. Ignore that one. Crossed it off the list. Okay, it gets better. Kenny G.
Holy smokes. What is happening to
Wait,
you?
I'm not done. Kenny G is going to be at some jazz alley in Seattle. Demetrius's Jazz Alley? Sounds right. Kenny G, guys.
That sounds shady.
I agree. Last one. You're actually going to like this one. Aaron Jones is going to be at the Shadow Box in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
See, I got one. I got one.
This is what day?
30th.
Okay, so
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. If you've never seen, well, I'm probably everybody's going to watch this. Never seen Aaron Jones except us.
Multiple times.
Through the roof.
Really good.
Amazing. I mean, if you want, and I don't want to compare him to because it's different. He's a little bit more rock and a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more punk sounding in a sense. But the vibes, some of the guitar licks and some of the vibes are very Lenny Kravitz feeling.
That's fair.
But the music isn't. The music is a little bit more rock and roll, kind of stuff. But seriously, if you are in the Pacific Northwest and Showbox, when I used to go to Showbox, was
Shadow Box.
Oh, it's a Shadowbox? I thought it was Showbox.
I wrote down Shadow Box.
But you also went down Switchback. So I
did.
I don't know where we're at.
Google it just in case if you really want to go.
Because I thought it was a Showbox.
Don't know.
Because that makes more. There's a Showbox Soto.
I'm pretty sure it says Shadow Box.
Okay, it might be. So you might have to look up some things for tomorrow's
But
thing.
for sure,
because this is live on a Friday. So if you're listening to it afterwards, you've missed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, go Aaron Jones, Ayron.
Yes.
Amazing guitar player. Amazing just drums, bass, guitar, vocals.
Whole shebang.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of overproduction and just the dude and his guitar and his buddies.
I wonder how different it must sound when they're not like dying of heat, because we've only seen them in Sacramento when it's like 8,000 degrees.
That is true.
I wonder if it's different.
Well, Pacific Northwest.
Right.
You have room to breathe.
But your fingers are cold
Ugh.
because it's so cold.
Well, yeah.
Anyways,
No.
that's it.
It's not that cold.
It's hecka cold. We were just there. Hecka cold.
It was not hecka cold when we were there.
Hecka cold. I had to wear a beanie and gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't bring the right jacket.
No, she never does.
Hecka cold. All right, that's all I got.
All right, so that's it.
Yeah.
Let's move.
Let's do it. Yee.
Shout out!
Woo! Love it. Love it. I have two.
I only have one. I forgot to write something down until just now. So it's fine.
Okay, so there was somebody that I follow. I want to say it's Mojo Pickles.
Holy crap. Like, what? Do you have anything, did you actually write anything down correctly today?
Wait, let me finish. Mojo Pickles. I'm pretty sure it's their name. They had reposted this winery's link that says, hey, if you're a nonprofit and you bring in your letter and your FEIN, all that stuff, we'll give you a free case of wine. You just come in, you bring your paper, here's a case of wine, you pick whichever one you want. I was like, cool. And then they also had another post that said, hey, if you buy one case of wine, you get 3 free. And I'm like, bananas, because we have a jazz night. Yeah, fundraising event coming in April. So I was like, well, I need those things. So we went there yesterday, and we felt bad. There was only one person working because everyone else had called out sick. And so there was like 7 tables ahead of us. And they're like, hey, do you mind just like sitting down and waiting till we can get to you? Because usually if you're just going for the one case, you just go in the back, pick your thing, leave the paper, and move on. But we had to be difficult. I wanted 4 cases. Anyways, so we sit down, and the person pouring the wine, like, brought us free wine. And then he brought us apple brandy. And then he was, like, explaining things to us. And he was just so nice and so kind. I don't know what his name is. Do you remember?
I never got his name.
Bummer. Okay. But anyways, so nice, so kind. The space was really cool. The music was real good. I don't think I've heard any of the songs that they were playing, but I enjoyed, like, most of them. So my shout out is to Lucid. I think it's called the first part, Voluptuary, maybe, but the end part, correct, Lucid Wines. So it's Voluptuary and Lucid Wines in Sacramento. And I just appreciate, one, their donation of the buy one, get 3 free, because that's awesome.
That's huge.
But also the person serving the wine, and they have wine on tap like it's a friggin' brewery, which is cool. Super, super kind person. So that was my shout out. Why are you texting?
I'm not texting, actually.
I feel like he's texting.
So I'm in the midst of finding stuff out. It is the Showbox.
Oh,
It's the
man.
Showbox Theater.
Why don't we go back there?
So, because
just Google it. I already said that.
I just wanted to make sure,
All right,
people
go
get
to the Showbox.
actual
Sorry.
information.
It's just a Google search.
Yeah, but I was just saying, I was in the midst of looking up whatever other band you thought was something. But it is,
Switchback.
yeah, it's the Showbox.
Can I ask? So, John, I am drinking an
Aaron John.
Easy Peasy.
Oh, for sure.
It's a dry hop Pilsner from Urban Roots. And it's actually
Very, very good.
one of my favorite ones. I'm not a big fan of Pilsners because they're boring. But this one actually has really good flavor.
It's a hoppy.
Yeah.
It's got a hop back end.
Yeah.
So
good.
it's really good. I think it's like 5%.
I don't know.
Well, it says on the can. So
Let's take my glasses off because I'm old.
you can Google
Just kidding.
search it.
It's 5%. You can't.
Yeah,
You know how
it's
hard
like,
it is to
you know,
find the information of
15%.
beer?
Oh, sorry. You can look it up.
We miss you, John. Where have you been?
John's back.
Living his best
But we
life.
are here. Welcome, John. Yeah, we've been missing you too. He says miss you guys.
got
We were
this.
just talking about that. We were
Yes.
talking about, hey, you've been down to the Central Valley 5 times to buy one.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last year. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, work.
I wasn't invited to go because you had to work.
Listen,
That was some of it.
but the times that I was there, I took Raya with me though.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go that time? You know what it was? You had a jujitsu thing.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. It was like the one time you went that month.
Oh, that's true.
I think that's
did.
why.
I went to the seminar.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't go. Anyways, that's my first one. So what's your shout out?
It was Urban Roots,
Oh.
to be honest. So, I mean, because we haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
And I already mentioned it before, but it was like to go there and then see. It comes to the reception. The people there are not fake vibey.
Yeah.
Is that right? Like they're not faking it.
No.
You walk up to the front. Even Sarah, for one, got recognized.
It was bananas.
She goes.
You want me to tell
us-
the story?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting verklempt.
But clumped. So I walk up to the front of the thing to order, and I'm ordering, and the girl's like, "What's the name for the order?" And I said, "Sarah," and she's like, did you guys used to do things like under time? And I was like, Time to Tabletop? She's like, yeah, I used to work at New Glory. And she's like, when you said your name, I remind me of who you are. And I was like, nobody ever has like, oh yeah, Sarah, I remember you. I didn't have any gear on. It was literally just, she's like, because my name's Sarah too. And I was like, that is, no one has ever been like, I remember Sarah because her name is Sarah.
From time to tabletop.
Right. Like
right?
never. And I was like, oh, that's so nice.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It happens to me multiple times.
Well, yeah,
when
I
I
have
go
a
out.
scooter all the time.
Well, because I'm the kind of the face, but you're the,
So he just called me.
everything. Again, is he calling it from his own phone?
No, it's calling from Chloe's phone.
There you go. You can text him back.
Oh goodness.
But
okay.
yeah, Urban Roots, the way that and just to you can explain to the human being on the other end what's actually occurring. So, Urban Roots, because of the reception of the human beings that were there, running into Esteban, who I've known kind of vicariously through a couple other people, with Ryza and everything, but I got to know him because he was working at Device Brewing, all those types of things. So he's down there. I don't know if he's managing or what. I didn't get to catch up, but I know he
Seemed
was,
like it.
was on a computer and people were talking to him. He was like, tuk, 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 tuk.
Yeah.
So something to that effect. But yeah, the lady at the front desk saw you. The food is always good.
Oh
The
my
beer is
gosh.
good.
The food's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I've never had an issue of any sorts when it comes to service, besides parking.
Oh, parking sucks.
But that's not an Urban Roots problem.
No.
That's a downtown problem. So yeah.
John said they need to come see us because they're due. Agreed. It's your guys' turn. And they said sack food and drink time. Yay, let's go.
That's a kind of a thing.
So many places to go eat.
I mean,
and drink.
Yeah, food especially. Like, there's so many little. We were driving downtown, right? We were picking up the wine.
Yeah.
And we were talking about where do we go to grab something light to eat or something to snack. But we're not going to stop by when you're downtown. You're not going to stop by a fast food chain.
No.
You're not going to stop.
They don't
by,
exist,
I mean,
which is nice.
They do.
Downtown?
Maybe they don't.
Yeah, no.
Well, they have 7-Eleven, I guess. That's not really a chain.
No.
Or fast food.
And also don't eat there.
Why?
Huh?
It keeps you regular.
Yeah, it does.
Regularly on the toilet.
Right.
And
maybe shanked.
No. Come on now.
There's certain spots.
Always check your 6.
Wait, did you finish yours?
Yeah, mine was Urban Roots. That was that's all
last shout out. Shout out to all of you guys for hanging out with us this year. Man.
Yeah, because that's literally we're not going to have an advise me not. This is kind of I'd like to recap kind of last year in a sense. But it's also that kind of, there's some new things that we're going to try. There's new things that I've already started trying.
Yeah.
Which is kind of silly.
It's obsessive is what it is.
It's I really I appreciate the conversations that people are starting to have that agree with us and totally disagree with us.
That's fair.
And I love that.
Yeah.
The disagreement.
Oh, see?
And that's John, thank you.
Shorts.
John just mentioned the shorts are great, by the way. I was like, that's the point of us putting the shorts out there too, because maybe people don't have time for the long form.
Right.
But there are some tidbits in there that kind of get some highlights in there so people can see what the hot topic or the hot buttons or whatever, hot takes or whatever. Because I don't, again, like even Ariel, when we talked a couple weeks ago, we had to where I had to discuss, I didn't have to, but I responded to her like 5-minute message, right? Because she didn't agree.
Right.
And I was like, this is great.
Yes.
I was like, this is a conversation.
Right.
And we don't agree on it.
This
is
show.
amazing. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
So her and I don't agree on a lot of things. I mean, rewind, go back to the beginning of the show.
You mean you and me don't agree?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. So, and, some people might think I'm correct. Most of you don't, because most of the people that are watching are fans of Sarah and less of a fan of me. And that's totally fine. A cis white guy that's 50, I get it.
I don't think it has anything to do with it. It's just wrong.
See how she does it? Yeah. That's.
Oh, I have one more shout out. I'd like to shout out myself. So before this show today, I went on a creative cooking spree and Scooter got scared because I was like, you know what sounds good? Ribs. You know what else sounds good? Homemade barbecue sauce. You know what else sounds good? Homemade baked beans. You know what sounds good? Homemade bread. He's like, what's happening? I was like, I can't stop it.
Shit, this is at 6. This is 6
It was 5:30.
5:45.
It was 5:30. The ribs were already going. Okay, that was the plan. And then I just got in the kitchen and things just started happening. And I couldn't stop it.
I was like, can we do a sound check real quick? She goes, yeah, I can do it right now. Waiting. So I worked on another project. She sits down and go, okay, sound check. I'm like, give me a minute. Do I need to be here now? I've been here for a while. And I'm like, it's like, oh, well, I've been here for a while. I got other things to do. I'm like,
I did.
Okay, we'll do a sound check now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I did have other things to do.
I understand that. But
Burners were burning.
I know, but it was just one of those, and that's pretty common, actually. You know, it's more common than if you saw everything from my perspective. It's a lot more common than you think.
No, I don't agree.
Oh, seeing things from my okay. So you go ahead, Sarah, and tell me what my perspective is then.
Your perspective is I don't care much as about the show as much as you do.
Correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
You're wrong. I care a lot.
About other things.
Because if we had to get on the show and you, God forbid, were hungry or needed a beer, you'd be a word
I'd be even
that rhymes with prick.
I'd be even more bitter. Rhymes. So is it a I don't depends on how you pronounce the P.
Yeah. Anyways, so you guys are all welcome. I do this for the show.
She does. Yeah. She shows up for the show. That's what she does.
I do. That was a dig if you guys didn't catch it.
Yeah. It's literally what I was saying.
From
So,
you.
If you could watch this.
That was a dig from
and
you.
see, I understand.
Not on you. Buttons.
I still said I understand. So you can keep Sarah explaining it to me if you'd like. But
Ooh.
I did say I understand.
Good word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because she does that. She does that.
The
But not on air.
Where's my
She
shirt?
does-
Where's my shirt? The
She-
the F I do.
She does not do that on air. It's amazing.
The
She would never do that on air.
F I do. Anyway.
All right. I feel like a beaten puppy right now.
What?
All right. Check 1, 2. Check
Yeah.
1, 2.
We're moving on.
All right.
That's all my shout outs.
That's a great shout out. Beat up Scooter again.
It was to the listeners. That was a shout out. Oh, actually, the last one was to myself
Yeah.
for being creative. I'm welcome.
And stressing me out. No, it was really, really good. The dinner, the ribs were phenomenal. The sauce was thicker than I've ever.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll try and finish a sentence. It was thicker than normal barbecue sauce, but the taste of it wasn't so sweet, and it was amazing. The baked beans, because she had this big question in her brain today of what are baked beans?
Wait, do people know? Do you know that when you go to the store, like, and you buy baked beans, but like not like bushes, but like without all the crap in it, like they're just.
Yeah.
I didn't know baked beans was a thing. I don't know what I thought baked beans were, honestly.
Right.
I thought when you made baked beans, you took like northern beans or cannellini or something, and then you zhuzhed them up and you turn them into baked beans. I didn't know you could buy a can of baked beans and then you add your stuff to them. That makes sense? I didn't know baked beans was a type of bean, is what I'm saying.
She asked my opinion. I was like, I don't think I've ever thought of it that much.
I know. He did say that. And then I said like 4 more things about baked beans, and he said, what's happening in there?
I was like, she goes, I think I'm feeling creative. And I'm like,
baked beans.
oh no. There's spatulas and knives flying everywhere in the kitchen. No, so it was super delicious.
But do people know that? I mean, does anybody care about baked beans?
I don't think they care as much as you cared for the last 2 hours.
It's fair.
In general.
That's fair.
I was very focused. You were very focused.
I was confused
But you were feeling it.
because I know a lot of things about food.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that, and it bothered me.
Why?
I don't know.
That means you grew today.
I did.
There you go. If you don't know something, that's amazing. When you find something you don't know, I get excited when I don't know something.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
But I'm going to go to the store and find baked beans without all the zhuzh in them so I can zhuzh them up.
So back to something that's more of audience propelling.
I think the audience enjoyed that. That sounds like a short to me. Baked beans.
Well, I was trying to reiterate your shout out to the people that have listened.
Oh, yeah, you should do that.
I was trying.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Do you want me to pour you a new beer?
A new beer.
Because you're out of
fresh
the old one.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be great. Oh, she just wanted to get off camera. Realistically, we're not really doing an advise me not. We might do something. Obviously, we need advice from others because we obviously need couples therapy, so we can survive the evening. Hopefully you heard her laugh off here, because I tried to put those in the shorts too, like her laugh. If her laugh doesn't go viral, her laugh is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. So, I'd like to go through kind of a list here. It's like in February, we decided, well, hold on. I decided we should do this live. And it's been a roller coaster of stress, a roller coaster of investment, a roller coaster of Scooter getting frustrated. But I wouldn't change it for anything, because I think it's amazing. We did start in February. I think it was February 10th. And we've gone through, just to highlight a few highlights. We went through what in real life is to people, to us, freelance employment, grief, handling stress, traveling, chat GPT and AI. We even discussed that. I totally forgot we discussed that. Dealing with burnout, dealing with, movement, doing movement when you're grieving, or movement after loss. I think it was just, we've gone through a lot of topics that we will probably revisit in 2024.
Yes.
Because when you find an answer to any situation that you're in currently, that answer could totally change within a day, within a week, within a month. So all I have to say is thank you, everyone that's been watching us, listening to us. Most of you are our friends. We have gained some recent subscribers. Hopefully they listen and watch. We are deciding to do more shorts because I feel the highlights are fun.
Yeah.
Especially with her, because she makes funny noises.
Do I?
Nope, not at all.
Whatever.
So they're amazing noises, and it's a big part of why I'm drawn to her, is who she is and how she acts. Even though I get frustrated, it's not a true frustration. It's kind of like, do you even care about what I'm doing right now? Why isn't this about me? That's kind of how it really is. And I think you guys know that. I think people are getting to know us a little bit better through this. If you don't know us in our personal life, I think they,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of things that Sarah will express on here that she won't express to you one-on-one.
Man, I've cried
Because
more on the show than I think I have in real life. It's ridiculous.
She feels safer in a sense of she can turn the camera off at any time or walk away or anything like that, and that's the way it should be. And I think it's amazing. So that's my big thing. That was our 2023.
Yeah.
For me. What was the 2023 for this show? For this show, and then we'll go into our own
I
lives.
didn't know that's what we were supposed to do. I just went 2024.
It was a discussion today. Have you come up with the topic? I said, no, we should probably just do a recap of 2023 and then where we're headed in 2024. Did I not say those exact words?
You did?
Okay.
And I see it on the paper.
It's great. I put it on the printed paper. Yeah. Okay.
So 2023, this show for me. Let's just drink this real quick.
Drink. What are we drinking?
More.
A shot of something? Shot
Salud.
of proper. That's 2 shots in one show.
Okay. 2023.
Shots, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're listening at work,
Just take a shot of water.
just do it.
Same
Yeah.
thing. I feel like this show is a friggin' journey. From always walking in as the, what do you call me? The talent. And realizing that this show, if you guys don't know, I'm like a true introvert. Like, true introvert. Like, this show makes me exhausted.
True.
Which is weird. Like, after the show's done, I could sit on the couch and go to sleep until tomorrow. Like, and it's not even because I don't enjoy it, because I do enjoy doing this, but it's like I don't ever have to be on for more than like 10 minutes for a meeting. So like to do this show, which I enjoy, actually makes me exhausted. But I enjoy it. Like I'm trying to make it to where it doesn't tire me out, but it's been a year and it hasn't happened yet. So that's just what it is. Do you want to say something about that?
No.
Oh, you went back on you.
I'm just doing the dynamic
switching
changes from
that's a
different
better word.
scenes. I'm practicing
Yeah.
for when we get a third camera. So
I hope people have seen how I've been grieving less since February, less crying. I feel like I am getting further along in that journey, right? Like I feel like I'm getting better in that space.
Truth.
2023, I think I probably have said and felt and shown more of my emotion than I ever have my entire life on the show. Like, not like in general, it's probably been the most I ever have.
She has mentioned things in her life that were traumatizing and not cried multiple times recently.
Yes.
And got more, not just, still emotional and still like how it hurts and expressing your pain and expressing it. You're expressing your pain
right.
instead of just losing yourself into the pain.
Oh man,
and that's because crying's important,
right?
And it'll still happen.
Yeah,
but it's more of like, how do I cope? How do I move on?
So I feel like this has helped. Like, just say the word vomit. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense to anybody, not even myself. But to be able to like just say it has been nice. We haven't yet done a show on the road, even though we said we were. We haven't done that yet.
Little tidbit. Thanks to all of you. This is no joke. Thanks to all of you and the new subscribers and people watching the shorts. It happened today.
Ooh, woot woot.
That we can go YouTube live on our mobile devices.
Hey, I didn't even know that.
So that
I'm hearing that for the first time too.
Well, it happened earlier today, and it literally is because of more subscribers, because we're not looking to monetize this. It's not like we're not looking to make money off of this, but we are looking to take this on the road, come to you, have guests, all that type of thing. Instead of making people come to us, we come to you most of the time anyways. So we might as well come to you with whatever we have, and we'll chat about whatever. Yeah, we'll chat about whatever you want to chat about.
Yeah,
we can actually do that from our iPhone or Android device as of today.
Nice.
So that's kind of a big announcement, and that happened because of the people that watch the show.
You lovely listeners.
Because you have to get to a certain benchmark of how many hours are watched before you can do it. And we are limited right now at anybody that's subscribed right now can watch plus 25 non-subscribers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If we go live on our mobile device.
Crazy.
Okay. If we get over 1,000 subscribers, it's unlimited. It gets more.
A big leap right there.
Well, that's a big leap. But I was like, I'm not looking to get a huge amount of what I'm looking at is it's easier for us to set up. We plug in these little microphones into our phone that are mobile, and we're done.
Yeah.
If we don't have that capability now, I have to bring a board, I have to bring a computer, and different microphones and a different situation. So it's becoming easier. I can actually do a carry-on instead of checking a bag.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
John says, hell yeah, good work. Great work, guys. Our intimate group is going to get too big and you guys are going to forget about us little people. There's no way. I don't think you guys understand who you are.
It's not about who you are. It's about who you are to us.
Yes.
I mean, there's some people in our lives that just will always be that person to us in our lives.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter who, because she's a decently successful, more than just decent. She's a very successful business owner at this point. Me, I'm a hope to be something someday. But no, I was like, in certain industries, they do know my name. Right. And in certain circles, they know who I am.
The beer one. Like he's brewed beers all life.
For some reason, I'm known in the beer industry. Yeah. Definitely in the gaming industry, at least in Sacramento and in certain circles, that kind of thing. But that's not who we are. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Right. And so because what we do comes from who we are, but who we are manifests what we do and why we do what we do.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
deep right there.
That was theological or something.
So the other thing I think 2023 was weird for me was that I have probably been on a plane more times in 2023 than I have been in a while, number one. But
True.
I have also seen the people I love the most less. And I didn't like that switch. I feel like I didn't see people that much in 2023. Not nearly as much as I wanted to. I saw people.
You saw people, but not the people we're talking about.
I probably saw the people that I wanted to see once.
Well,
when normally it's like 3 or 4 times a year.
You saw more people in 2023 than you have seen, but you haven't seen the people
My
that
people.
matter.
Right.
Like yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen my homies
True.
enough in 2023. And I'm just like, and in 2024, I'm going to be on more planes. I just can't help it.
And we only have a few homies.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's where I'm upset with myself. It's like
I've got like 5.
Same. I mean, other than and even my siblings, like I didn't see anybody enough this year, than I wish I would have. And I'm hoping that changes next year.
The way things are going, yes, it's going to change this year. And I think it's just a theory, but 2020 we regrouped.
Yeah.
2021 we're like they let us out a little bit. So we're like, go visit all the people that count. 21, 22. And then 23, kind of this almost back to travel normal.
Yeah.
And now you have to go do everything you did in 2019. Yet now all those people you were connecting with in 2021, 2022, because it was important. You were on Zoom calls, or you go as like sneaky, go see them. We're not supposed to. That kind of thing. And now we're kind of back to normal, travel normal.
Yeah.
So people are going everywhere and we're forgetting to connect like we really felt we needed in 21, 22.
Because there's people in Sacramento who I should have seen this year and I did not see them. And to me, it's just a fail. I could do better next year. I will do better next year. It's just to me, it was a failed choice.
Across the board?
Yes.
Oh, because I feel like I failed some people.
No, I felt
this year.
most. I felt like everybody this
but
year.
I also, I feel it. Well, I'm just. That's too bad because I don't feel that. I don't feel that about you. Realistically, because you were out of this house more this year than you have been in years.
Right.
Right. Which is good stuff for you.
Right.
But again, I used to go with you. And I'm not saying for work. I'm not saying for work.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm saying when you would leave the house in general, I would be going with you.
Right.
Now it's becoming more work stuff, so it's less of me with you.
Right.
So I'm kind of finding my, like, hey, I mean, I've seen Will 3 times in 2023. 3 times, maybe 4.
That's fair.
And in 2022, not at all.
Right.
I'm just saying there's certain people that I feel like I didn't. We got to hang out with Gary.
Right.
In this last year. There's certain people I reconnect. I got to see Mark, I think it was Mark earlier this year.
Yeah.
When Jared was leaving. Right. There's certain people that I saw, but they weren't my core.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like I've connected with a lot of people that I should have been connecting with before.
Right.
But it didn't. But I feel like there's a certain failure in certain people that I haven't seen in years. There's definitely the Orlando trip.
I know.
Orlando, Florida. Sounds funny. But going to see, John and Valerie, that's something that I've definitely missed out this whole year.
Yeah.
We went to a party, and I think that's the only time I saw them.
Yeah.
This whole year. When it comes to my kids, though, my grown kids,
we've seen them quite a few times.
That's what I'm saying. It was like there's certain people that I did connect with, and then it's the other ones just you went,
right?
Or we didn't do it together as much with your homies.
Yeah. You know what sucks?
In a while.
And I feel like this year, even as a family, we haven't done a vacation as a group.
Well, I mean, you have to look at back in 2019, right?
Yeah.
Before the shelter in place, you got to subtract 4 years off of people's lives.
I agree.
So our oldest in the house was 16.
Yeah.
We
But
had
we
16,
traveled during
14, and
COVID.
12. I understand, but 16, 14, and 12.
Yeah.
So over those 2 years, things were getting shorter,
Right.
not as much travel.
Yeah.
And now 2018, only one's left
Right.
really that's under our
Under our wing.
umbrella.
Yeah.
So you got to, I think
I
that,
don't know.
I think that has more of
I just
growth.
feel like, I don't know. This is the first year I think we've ever had where we haven't done a family trip, really. We haven't all 5 gone someplace
That's
together.
No, we haven't done that in a while.
Yes, we did. Last year, we went places. I don't have to tell you. Last year, we went places. The year before that, we were in Arizona.
Last year we went to Disneyland.
Right. This was the first year where we truly haven't all 5 done something.
As a group, yeah. Last year was...
Even if it's just one place, we've always done something, and we didn't this year.
It was Disneyland.
Yeah.
Or was our big one last
Yeah.
year, I think. And it was only for like a day.
Yeah. But it was more than 0.
But I also look at like there's certain... As people get older, they make the choice to not attend.
Yeah, but there wasn't even an option. We just didn't plan anything.
Yeah, but I mean...
That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm also saying...
Oh, wait. I lied. We went to Tahoe. We did do something.
True. All of us.
Yes.
Plus
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Yeah. I'm wrong. We didn't went to Tahoe.
We didn't all go.
Oh, Lucy didn't go.
No, because she chose not to.
Never mind. See, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but hold on. Again, that's what you're saying. But I'm also saying we're planning things and we're doing things. But as human beings in your household or your kids, as they grow, it becomes their choice to go.
Right.
I mean, otherwise, because you can't have a 12-year-old just staying at home with
Right.
their 10-year-old brother or sister.
Yeah.
But so they all kind of had to go. At this point, it's a decision.
Yeah.
So if somebody decides to not come with you and you don't have everybody in that same circle, that's not on you.
I agree.
You planned it.
Yeah.
Disneyland, we planned. Tahoe, we planned. All those things. And if somebody decides not to go because they're an adult, how is that not,
Still makes me sad.
it makes me sad too, but you got to understand that that's not on you. That's a decision that other people make for their own life.
Well, then I'm going to have to guilt them into this because it makes me sad when we don't go do at least one thing a year.
Okay.
Parent guilt. It's coming 2024.
Parent guilt 24.
Mom guilt is showing up.
That's totally fine. So it didn't work on me with my mom, but
Well,
that's a whole nother
that's
relationship.
a whole nother issue. So I feel like that's my 2023 in review. 2024, I got lots of notes because that's what I concentrated on.
Because, yeah, I feel like 2023, I connected with some people that I haven't connected in a while.
Yeah.
And made kind of a strong effort for that. I mean, for goodness sakes, I went with my sisters.
Yes.
You went there to Seattle.
You saw all your sisters this year.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
All 4 of them.
Crazy.
Weird.
That's weird.
Do that math if you listen.
Well, don't.
But yes, I did. I again, that was kind of my point. It was like we made efforts to see people that it was kind of out of the norm, which it should have been more normal.
Yeah.
Right. So we've made those efforts. And I think that's why when it comes for this show, and I always think about this show is important because of that. It's creating connections to people. It's like there's people in the chat that have never met each other, but chat with each other on our shows sometimes.
I know. John, if you're still listening, Ryan has to meet you, by the way.
There's Ryan.
They have to.
Keith.
Yeah.
And John.
Yes. All of you be in the same room
all
together.
need to meet each other.
Yes.
And they've all talked about the other 2.
But Keith met Ryan.
Yeah, finally at my 50th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was like, what do we talk about?
If I have a 40th, I'll meet up. You guys are all invited.
Oh, goodness.
You're all invited. I don't know if it's happening.
By the time the party comes, we do have 1,000 subscribers. Okay. Who's footing that bill?
Bring $5. There's an entry fee to cover the cost of
Right.
this.
But yeah, I do say, got to read the chats here. Yeah. John was saying, proud of you. Get in with Moonraker, please. I agree. It's just so far away.
It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and we have
but it's delicious beer.
I mean, I agree with Moonraker has some great beer, but I was just like, it's just for us to, as companies and stuff, to work with them. It's not as easy.
Right.
Because they have a different vibe than my community.
I'm also kind of surprised they
organized.
haven't opened like a small tap room in Sacramento.
I agree.
Because like they only have the one up in Auburn. I'm kind of surprised.
No, I agree with that.
What was the other one I like up there? Is Moonraker and the one who gave me free beer. Nope. Can't remember what it is.
No,
Shoots.
because I was drinking Knee Deep earlier.
It wasn't Knee Deep.
It's the other one. It's
Yeah.
the third one.
It's the one all by itself.
Moonraker.
Father. Becca, you here? Becca would know.
Rebecca, get in the chat. I don't care what you're doing.
Did you know she has a case of Moonraker delivered like once every 2 weeks to her house?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And she drinks it all? No.
Maybe it's once a month because she doesn't drink that much beer anymore.
Well, I'm right here. I owe her some lager, I think.
Yeah, we owe her stuff.
I owe her,
We owe her lots of
a
things.
4-pack.
Okay, so 2024.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to in life and on the show? Like, I know we don't, it's like what's the thing they always say? New Year's resolutions. We don't do that crap. What are your goals, plans, ideas? Wait, John, where's the other location that's closer?
I don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
John said they have another location that's closer. He wanted me to read the chat.
Well, because, I mean, not everybody is
Too
watching.
bad.
They're
that's
just
on them.
listening.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm like,
Okay, what's your 2024 stuff?
gosh. Personally and business-wise. So personally, I need to, it's always that New Year's resolution of getting in shape, quote unquote, but that's not it. It's more of getting more comfortable in movement.
That's right.
Because I don't care about being ripped. I care about being strong.
Yeah.
And I care about being efficient with getting older.
Yeah.
And that.
Can I say something quick?
Uh-huh.
Cheers to, I have bad eyes, Infector of People. Cheers.
Infector of people, welcome to the chat.
Yes.
Cheers. We got to take a drink.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, you can't just say cheers.
I mean, I can. I did it.
Cheers. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for chiming in. Meet the rest of these yahoos.
Hold on. So John said, in the hills, I guess closer to Placerville. People forget that this is actually very much about me, about 70%. So Placerville is worse than Auburn for people who are tanner than Scooter. So we'll just stick with Auburn. I mean, honestly, we're not going to
Placerville, I mean, it's literally called Hangtown.
Yeah. So we try not to go there.
We have been there
but they have a good wineries
together.
up there.
We went there once, for the winery.
We went
once.
through past Placerville.
Oh, I thought we went to the winery, the Too Good tasting.
Yeah, but
room.
it's through Placerville. You have to go through Placerville to get to where it's
Gotcha.
at. Yeah.
So it's just one of those things of if you're, and I don't care who's listening to this. I mean, I know this as my experience, and I can't say it for every community in the world, but factually, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I've been there.
But you've been there, but I've been there and going, wow, this is uncomfortable.
I have to go there by myself.
Yeah. So, yes. And John, yes, normally
It is about John.
70%. So beware if you're new to the chat. When there's certain people like John and Ryan, if Ryan or John are in the chat, it becomes dominated by those two people.
And we love it.
No, we love it. That's what you're there for.
Okay, so you said more movement. I agree. I agree with that. I want to walk at least 2 miles a day.
Yeah, I mean
Every day for the month of January. Because I already did 1 mile for December.
You did it. Yeah, we'll do 2 miles a day in January.
But also, I want to do.
So you asked me about my 2024.
Well,
and
you
now
already.
you just took
Well, because
over.
we're bouncing.
All right, go.
We're bouncing. Listen. Don't harsh my vibe. I want to do one thing consistent for 30 days for the year of 2024.
And can it be not nagging your husband?
I can't. I mean, that's not consistent at all. Some days you're super nice, and other days I'm like, bye. You could go sit in the room all by yourself. Consistently nagging. I don't consistently do that.
That's it. If you know me, it's a joke. This is
not.
the least naggy human being
I
I've
don't
ever
know
met
if
in my
that's
life.
true, but
I'm way more naggy than she is. Way more. Like 10 times as much.
but I want to pick something because I don't know if you guys like my saying is literally I'm consistently inconsistent. That's all I got. So I would like to
That's okay.
consistently do something every single month. No matter what, I don't even care what it is. I don't care if it's I want to consistently sleep for 7 hours or I want to consistently actually have breakfast before 1 p.m. Like, I don't care what it is, but I want to consistently do something every single month
Take
for
your
2024. Yeah, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard
What? So
to remember to take them?
take what?
You're like vitamins and supplements and all other crap you're supposed to do.
I don't know.
Man, I
For
can't
you.
do it. Yes.
I don't understand for you.
See, one of my goals for the month, for whatever month in 2024, I'm consistently going to take my supplements / vitamins every single day. Because usually it's like once a week.
It's insane.
I don't know.
To me.
When I travel, I'm good. When I'm home, I'm like, I'll till later.
Well, it's just I look at it. One thing is like if something benefits you as a human being, I don't care what it is. We can talk about supplements, vitamins, whatever. But we can talk about anything like that. But if it does benefit you and you like doing it and you like doing it a certain time of the day, why wouldn't you just put that into your normal routine?
That's the issue. I don't like doing it. And I
What do
don't
you
like
mean you
doing
don't
it
like
at any time of the day.
Okay, but hold on. Okay, you may not like it, but it's like nobody likes flossing their teeth.
If you have meat in it, you do.
Okay, that's an occasion. that's not all the time. But it's like I don't feel like everybody likes it going, you know what I really want to do today? Floss my teeth.
I don't consistently do that either.
I understand. That's literally you're explaining what I'm saying.
Continue.
Am I allowed?
Yes.
Okay. But you know the benefits of it.
Yes.
Right? Not cleaner teeth, anything like that. But it's like, you don't have anything in your teeth.
Right.
Because it's bothersome. You're like, oh, I'll just deal with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have something in your tooth and you're like, oh, I'll just deal with it. I got to work. But you take that 3 seconds
Right.
to floss it because flossing is super quick. You like the benefits of it.
Right.
So I look at it that way too. It's like going and taking your supplements or whatever like that or whatever. If you don't have benefits from it, then yeah, I'd totally forget. Like I would totally forget. But I know as me, if I don't take my supplements by a certain time of the day, then my allergies are not good.
Yeah.
And my stomach doesn't feel good.
And you get heartburn.
Yeah, and I get heartburn.
Right.
And those kind of things. So it's like taking natural, eating a certain thing and doing a certain thing. It's like, I don't want to do it, but I just know that like 2 hours from now,
Yeah.
I'm going to be a lot happier.
See, I need more ailments, and then maybe that'll get me to do. I just need to. Anyways, 2024, something consistent every single month.
So you have to have something more wrong with you for you to fix it.
I mean, that's what you just said.
No, I get more benefits.
That's what I got from that conversation.
You have to have impending doom.
Yes, and then I'll do things I'm supposed to do.
Because the capsules, like you didn't take your capsules yesterday.
No.
No, they were put in a tray.
To remind myself to take them.
Yeah. I threw them away.
Oh, why?
Well, because you put them in a tray where there was food in it, and then they got liquefied and were stuck to it.
Oh, that's fair.
So I was like, well, that's...
24 hours.
I'm just saying, whatever was in there had some sort of liquid, so they were all, not all,
That's a
but
bummer.
most of them were stuck to it.
Probably the honey.
It's irrelevant what it was, because at this point, they're not a capsule anymore. They're like leaky.
Yeah. I literally will take them and leave them on my desk to remind myself to take them, and then I still don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Consistency is hard.
I'm pretty consistent when it comes to
Yeah.
when I get up in the morning, cup of coffee, my shake, my fruit, whatever, protein, whatever kind of thing. Because it's like, I don't want to eat breakfast. Like, I'm not ready for breakfast. I'd rather just drink a cup of coffee and stare at a
Protein
wall.
shake. Yeah.
But I make a protein shake because that's the only thing I will consume.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I make that, and then capsules. As soon as I finish my protein shake, capsules. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. It could be noon. It could be 11 a.m. It could be 10 a.m. It could be 1. But I just know that as soon as I finish that, I'm taking my capsules.
Yeah.
There's no, just the way it
I'll
is.
get there.
Do you know what happens when I don't do it right after I finish my shake?
You forget.
Forget.
See?
Doesn't happen until the next day.
That's probably why I don't do
I
it.
totally forget.
Yeah. All right. That was my one thing. What else do you have? Back and forth.
All right, because I didn't write anything down.
Oh,
but no, mine's going to be more for. I'll go into business then, if you guys even care.
Can I tinkle?
Yeah. Well, not right here. Why don't you go use the restroom to do that?
Fine.
This time she will. Look at her. Mine's for Time to Tabletop, the company that, well, she owns most of it, but If you know me, you know what it is. I'm trying to this year double our classes. We're trying to build a train the trainer program to where people can actually teach our classes in their own schools, kind of under our umbrella. It's very close to being finished. Double our classes. We're teaching 6 per week right now. I'd like to get to 12, hopefully by this 2024 fall. These are business goals. We also have a goal of publishing 2 games. Well, we were trying to publish 1 game by the end of this year, but some other things took precedent when it came to teaching kids and bringing up kids. So we're going to publish 2 games, hopefully by the end of 2024. If not, we'll definitely have 1 published and 1 ready to be almost published or put on Kickstarter or something to that effect. The other things, what was the other? We have 3 humans, 3 seniors in our program. And if you don't know what we do, we use tabletop games to help human beings learn social emotional learning. So we use board games, role-playing games, all that stuff for SEL. Sorry, I didn't default with that. But we do have 3, more than 3 seniors that are in our program that are very, very interested in becoming an instructional assistant. We're going to put at least 1, maybe 2 through the program of a train the trainer to shadow our lead instructor, Valerie. So that's going to be a big deal. So hopefully once they graduate, they can bring that into whatever they're doing in their life, and they can be certified through Time to Tabletop as a SEED, social, emotional, educational development instructor. So this is just all the business stuff they've been working on. Plus, I think within this next year, I will personally, we're looking at the 2 games to be ready, but those are primarily developed and tested and designed by Valerie. I am looking to publish probably 1 of my own by the end of this year, by the 2024. Sorry, I have 2 days, right?
Yep.
This year. Plus, we will probably be releasing 1 or 2 more books, published books by the end of 2024, that we were going to publish them in PDF, because if you're not using PDFs, I don't know what's wrong with you. Plus, printing them is super expensive. But we're looking at doing our 2nd book for Quest of Many Heroes. And our 3rd book is to be how to actually write a story or an RPG or a game using our system to enhance social emotional learning. You could write your own. I don't know. You don't know half of this stuff.
It's all new to me too.
But yeah, we're looking to do that all in 2024.
Nice.
We are very much capable of doing it. It has to do with not even finances. It has to do with time.
Yeah.
Time and resources.
That's fair.
Less than money. So.
There's a lot happening in 2024. I wrote down 0 business things that were happening in 2024 for myself, because I think I put it in my good thing. In my life, I wrote down we're going to do more YouTube shorts, because apparently those are working. I wrote down traveling more. Not so much traveling for business more, but going to see people more, I would hope. I
agree.
Once a quarter would be cool. That's ideal. I guess that goes to seeing more people in person. Also, I want to have less debt in 2024. That is a personal goal of myself that I don't know if you guys have ever just done something really stupid because you've been in a really sad place. Here I am, 2023, and in 2023, and it's I'm not even a shopper, but I am a spendery of money to make things better. If that makes sense.
No.
I don't have stuff. I have life experiences. And I spend money to go do those life experiences. And I think I spent too much money on life experiences because I didn't want to have to actually deal with the life that I was going through in the last 2 years. So, anyways, 2024, no debt. That's the goal.
So you're saying whether it be traveling or whatever, you did retail therapy.
I did. Well,
your version.
Yes. I bought experiences.
Yes. I mean,
Not
it's
things.
still, I mean, you still have to
But some people they like the things because then it proves that they bought something. I have nothing to show. I have my mind.
is not true.
I have no pictures.
You have your sanity. You don't have pictures? We have pictures. I took them.
Yeah, if we were together, there's pictures, but anyways. So
You took some pictures of like Red Rock and
that was like 2 years ago. Red Rock, by the way.
whatever. I'm just.
What was last year?
It's just an
Oh, it was
example.
Orlando. But that was a
Florida.
business expense, so I didn't actually pay for that one. But
still, you have some pictures of that.
yeah.
Yeah, Bailey was there.
I'm just saying I am better than where I was. So that is one of my goals is to have like 0 debt.
Yeah, I think that's a goal for most people when it comes to and it kind of goes back to like movement and healthier and
Yeah. I want to be in a healthier place all around.
financially,
Emotionally, physically.
financially.
Again, I'm not going this body into 40s, dang it. It's going to look better than this. Just wait until May.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May. I want to do something for myself this year. I don't know what that is or what it looks like. Becca was saying I don't do
pickleball court.
I don't do enough for myself, and I was like, I do things for myself. She's like, when? I was like, I don't know.
Oh, she don't.
I mean, I feel like I do.
Here, the irony of that thing is she also, I mean, Rebecca is one of her cheerleaders in that aspect. I'm always telling her to do something for yourself. Like, I don't know if
I don't know what that means. I mean, I feel like I do things.
I
for
just
myself.
like if you want something, do it.
Yeah.
It's really that's it.
Yeah.
And that's the most selfless thing you can do when you are a person like yourself.
It's really hard.
Because when you do something for yourself, you are even more joyful to be around. You're more encouraging for others. People look up to you and they get inspired by you.
Mm.
You're the most inspiring person out there. So, I mean, you inspire me every day. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do like financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every day or even be in schools or do these things that I'm passionate about if it wasn't for you.
That's nice.
No, it's just
facts.
It's just truth. And when you realize that, when you accept that, when Sarah as a person accepts that, then you go, wow, maybe I can do something for myself. Yes, you should. You should be doing something for yourself all the time. Well, first you have to find out what you like to do. And that's the hard part. Okay. Then you figure that out. Like
just like food.
Well,
food and exercising.
But you like making food. You
love making food.
Right. I mean, you were excited over freaking beans today, for goodness sakes.
It's fair.
So doing something for yourself doesn't necessarily mean going to a spa or going to Vegas or I was like, it doesn't mean that because some people, that's not what you're into.
Right.
If you're not into that, why are you doing that?
Yeah. But
realistically, when I want to do something for myself, it's usually live music. Right. That's a big one. That's a big
Traveling and live music is your
traveling and live music. Yeah. Experiencing new things, going to new places, live music. That's kind of treating myself.
Yeah.
Everything else is kind of like, yes, I buy random crap, but it was like, it keeps me happy for like a day. Right. All right. So what do you got here?
Becca was just telling John he can have Moonraker shipped to his house. See, that's what I was saying. Becca knows.
In California, you can have beer shipped to your house.
Yes, you can.
So that was kind of my business one. Yours is more, you went to personal.
John said, but I'm already driving to yours. I'm sorry I can't turn around. Tell the fam. I bet you forgot your wallet. I'm just kidding.
Ooh, there's some backstory to that one, right, John?
Oh, man. Anyway.
You probably left. Well, I mean, what are you chatting on with? Because
left your phone and your wallet.
No, you obviously have your phone, but check for your wallet.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I do things but I feel like I don't know. I feel like I do things for myself. Like when I'm traveling and I'm like, ooh, I want to find baked goods. I go do it. I feel like that's for me. But maybe that's not what people think.
It's not.
Okay, so I also said I want to see the ocean more. I didn't see the
That's
ocean
true.
enough this year.
That is true.
Which makes me real sad, but I love the ocean.
That is true.
And we need more date nights / days. We seem to get ours. This year was we did a lot of date vacations.
Date trips.
It was just us two. We didn't.
Yeah, but we weren't just hanging out by ourselves.
A lot of times.
Yeah, when we were hanging out by ourselves, we were working.
No.
Either I was sleeping and you were working, or we were both working.
No.
Most of the trips that we took together.
Don't agree.
What was our last trip?
Philadelphia. Well, Washington.
Washington.
Yeah.
And if it was just us two together, what were we doing?
Sleeping.
Or
Sleeping.
working.
No.
That is, okay. So I sleep in, and I'd wake up to her working.
What else am I going
And
to do?
then-
You're sleeping.
Hold on. And then if she wasn't there or she was working and I'd get up, I'd start working. So all I said was, on the trips that we went together, when we were by ourselves, we were either sleeping, working, or both working.
Again, I'm going to disagree. This work trip, we worked. But Philly, we didn't do that. Philly, when we were together, we hung out together. We went to the convention. We rocked around Philadelphia. We just did whatever.
The convention is working for me.
Convention wasn't working the whole time.
I'm just saying the convention is working for me. It's a board gaming convention that I go and connect with the people that I actually I've partnered with and wrote things with and put things into our curricula.
But when we walked around to see the city, we weren't working. We weren't doing anything. We
That
were
is true.
just hanging out. And we do that every time we go to Philadelphia.
That is true. So Philadelphia, we
Washington
do get some time.
this Washington trip was different. The last time we went to Washington, it wasn't this.
This Washington trip was really, really good though. It's because it was mostly work, but the fun parts were really fun.
Yes. It was
So-
coupley family fun the other
Hold on,
times.
I'm-
I'm just saying our normal when we go on trips together, even if I'm working during the day, when we come back at night, we're not working. I want to because that's what a work trip's supposed to be. And you're like, no, let's go do things. So
Right.
we do those things. But
Yeah.
like
But
this
now
Washington
you're
was
saying
different.
now you're saying you want me to coerce you into doing more of that?
Absolutely not. You're way too expensive to take on trips.
But what
You're
was the big...
expensive to take on work trips.
I understand that. So
What was the point of this?
What was the
More date night / days, not date vacations.
Holy cow.
Not
Okay.
date vacations.
Okay. True.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because date vacations are really expensive and they add up.
Yeah.
And you are an expensive date.
I
But when we're home, you're not as expensive.
we're in our local area.
Yes. As soon as you get on a plane, it's like you think we just won the lotto. And you're like, you know where we should go? Everywhere. What? How?
Look, it's a castle. Let's buy it.
You see, let's go to 17 breweries today and then let's do this and this. And I'm like, where are we right now?
Let's buy a brewery.
Let's have dinner at the top of this building overlooking the ocean in San Diego.
How much is it? I don't know. It says market
I was like,
price.
okay.
Fine.
Sure. That sounds good.
I think that was San Diego.
That was San Diego. Anyways, I just wanted more date days, date nights.
I agree with that because I really do enjoy you. And I think it's more of like, and I think that's why the walks that we've been doing, I'm enjoying. Like, I love having, especially if we're on a date and we're talking about work. I don't feel like we're talking about work. We're
Yeah.
just talking about what we do
Right.
in our life and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, and I appreciate your candor, when we're on a date, we're more open to suggestions also.
Yeah.
Like we're more open to somebody else's, our partner's opinions.
Yes.
And I feel like that's what date nights are supposed to be. It's
Yeah.
like you shouldn't be looking at your phone all the time.
Right.
Fact. But to say we're not talking about work, I was like,
That's weird.
it depends on what you do for a living, right? If you have a state job, please don't talk about work.
Hey, that's not fair. Sometimes it's interesting.
Name one interesting state job.
Disability evaluation analyst. Let me tell you, I mean, we've had these conversations where like somebody decided to send in pictures of their injuries so that we could see how serious it is. I was like, oh my gosh, your whole foot's degloved. That's an interesting conversation. And if you've never seen a degloved foot, don't Google it.
Don't.
It's disgusting.
Don't.
Ugh, it's so gross. Do not clip that.
I mean, her last she did. I think we got like 1,400 views.
Oh,
Her
don't
faces?
don't Google it though, guys.
Yeah.
The glove foot is not okay. just rethought.
So I'm
Anyways,
more date nights and
Yes.
not. I have to say not scheduled, but we have to think of a not a consistent scheduled one, but more of a how often, how frequent.
right.
You know, because
A fortnight
so every 2 weeks we at least go out one day.
to do something.
Right. So if we haven't done something in 2 weeks, it's like, sorry, time's up. We got to go.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's fair.
I think that's fair. So that's kind of a scheduled thing, but it's like in a life where two people own their own companies, it's really hard to go next Thursday. Let's go
Yeah.
there. It's like now it seems forced, and you could be doing
Right.
something else, and yeah.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. Yeah, with me when it comes to those things, I do want to be more productive in my time when you're not here.
Yeah, because what do you do when I'm not here?
Um,
Besides not sleep.
I don't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I binge things
TV.
that I should not
Not
watch.
drugs.
I mean, I think in 2023, when somebody says binge, they usually
Not
go,
drugs or
they're
alcohol.
like, oh, Netflix, Hulu, what are you using, Apple Plus? Like when somebody says binge,
I've been watching a lot of old shows from like the 90s, and binge is like drugs and alcohol, guys.
2023, that was 30-something years ago. So in 2023, when somebody says binge, it's usually a show,
All
right? I
That's
usually
fair.
find something that I was like, I've been wanting to watch. I know she's going to hate it, so I just get through it. And I think that's normal. And I don't sleep very well as it is.
Yeah.
We go to bed, and I'm up in bed, but I'll sleep for an hour at a time. We have some things we're trying to work on.
Our mattress sucks, is what he's trying to say. It's garbage.
And I have to come to terms with that because it was my purchase. I
It's
did the
impulse
research.
buy.
It was not. I did 6 months of research on this thing.
Impulse buy.
So I bought this mattress, and I don't want to give up. And I think that's been mentioned on here before. I don't want to give up give up the mattress out of, what is it?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
told
know.
you. I told you like 2 days in. This sucks. Like it's not comfortable. My back hurts. I'm not enjoying this. And you're like, no, it's so good. All right.
Ever since I've gotten this mattress, my back hurts, my hips hurt, my arms twitch.
I told you it was bad.
I wake up with a headache
It's a trash mattress.
every day. So I sleep for about an hour and a half, and then I wake up, and then I sleep for another 90 minutes, and then I wake up. Like it's just, and I try and get comfortable all night long.
So if you have any mattress recommendations, let us know.
Yeah, so we're having that kind of issue. Yeah, so I'm constantly tired, and that's not normal for me.
Right.
So,
But you also don't go to bed till 1.
because I was like, I don't want to go sleep up there and be hurt. I feel like, okay, go to the dungeon, get beat up. Oh, that sounds great.
Personal choices. I could sleep all night, and then I wake up and I'm like, I'm 100 years old because this garbage. This mattress sucks.
It does, and it wasn't
So
cheap.
we'll put that on 2024. New mattress.
And for me to take care of myself that way.
And I will be doing the research.
But the time that she's away, realistically, I've made a commitment in a plan this year that I'm going to dedicate the times when she travels. Those are especially when the kids are out of the house, right? Like we're talking like during the day, kids are at school or at work, whatever. It's just me in the house because we don't have any pets. We don't have anything.
Yeah.
To have my recording equipment set up.
So you're gonna play music.
Yeah, I told you this. Like when.
Yeah, but I was just saying it for people who are listening.
Yeah, but I was getting it was a dramatic effect.
It's too dramatic.
My trauma.
Yeah.
My drama.
You got this.
No, realistically, that's what I'm looking to do is have certain things finished and certain stems done and
So what I'm hearing is 2024, 3 songs.
minimum.
Yes.
I feel like I want by the end of the first quarter to have my first, because I feel like if knowing who I am, once I break
The
the seal, of making one and just putting it out there. The next ones are I've got like tons of stuff just sitting there. Like, why I don't touch it and see what happens.
I'm one of those people of I'll believe it when I see it
Yeah.
because I have heard this. How long have we been together? I've been waiting for a song for 10 years. 10 years.
So, I've set up a social media account, and it has to do
2
with
years ago.
everything that we're saying right now. So I've figured out a name for it. It's called the Manic Excuse.
Oh, that's good.
Because that is why I haven't put out anything. Because in my manic moments, I'm like, I have all these ideas, and then I make an excuse why it didn't happen.
Yep.
Right?
That's fair.
So that's why I named it the Manic
Nice.
Excuse. So look out for that in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's already 8. It's almost 9 o'clock already.
No, it's 8:42.
I said what I said.
It's a Friday.
Oh, my last thing was, but it's kind of on your home, more walks thing. Less alcohol, more walks.
Yes.
Not saying I drink too much.
But we do as a household.
As a U.S. citizen, I'm considered. Actually, I've been doing pretty good lately. I've only been drinking when I'm not here.
Way better than
When I'm not home. When I'm home, I don't drink. That's what I'm trying to say.
way better than me. I have cut out to a point. Hard alcohol through the week.
Unless there's some.
Yeah. So we make sure there isn't any. So I pound a bottle on Sundays just to make sure there's not no, that it's kind of like hard alcohol during the week is just exhausting for me.
Yeah.
So it's not that like I've said this many times in my life. It's like I don't want to live to the weekend, but it's got nothing to do with that.
No.
It has to do with like knowing what day of the week it is. So I just chose it's easier that way.
Yeah.
So especially when we were trying to do our show on Fridays, it's kind of like Fridays we're doing shots.
Right.
But if I did a shot on Thursday and Wednesday, I was like, well,
no, I only want
the celebration.
Today's Friday podcast days are the drinking days. If podcast days and then not being home, like we're going to see people. Obviously, it can't be when I'm traveling because I'm going to be traveling a crap ton, and that's kind of defeating the purpose of not drinking when I'm home. That makes sense.
No.
Anyways, just Fridays.
It sounds justifiable in your own brain, but yeah, go for it.
And then it's nice thing is like, so Arizona is like one of my territories, but if I'm visiting my dad, if I'm staying with my dad in Arizona, I don't drink that much because all they have is Coronas. And I'm like, that's fair.
But you're also in Arizona. If it's summertime in Arizona, Coronas are delicious.
Water's the best thing.
I don't know.
With the death bugs going off.
What are what are they called?
Cicadas.
Cicadas.
Oh.
So
Anyways.
that's where it's at.
Oh, John said carnitas, the real way, with handmade tortillas, pickled onion, chili oil, hot salsa. Where are we going, John? How can you say these things and not like put a place out?
Well,
are you making this?
Well, that's kind of the thing too. Is like when you talk about the things, everything you just said there. It's better if you make it at home.
Because I'll make the tortillas.
Yeah, I was like, she makes any from here forward. If it's a flour tortilla
or corn.
Oh, you've been making corn too?
Yeah. Well, the last ones I made were a combination of corn and flour. That's why they're more pliable. But
so great.
I'll make corn or flour or both. I'm in.
So that's a thing. Sarah makes her own tortillas.
Oh, so
that is not something. Why would you purchase a tortilla?
Right?
When you can have Sarah make one.
Oh, that's something.
No, I'm not joking. Like it's a whole different. It hits the palate completely different.
Ooh, he said it's in Calwa. Isn't Calwa?
What are you saying?
Oh, sorry. John said carnitas, La Plata. Nope. La Piedad. There we go. In Calwa. No, you can't do it like them. I agree. I mean, let's go.
Shadowbox?
No, I said it right this time.
Oh.
But where's Calwa? I've heard of it.
Switchback?
He says, wait, Calwa's in Central Valley, I think. Right? John is in Central Valley? Tell me.
Okay.
He said it'll mess up your life. I mean, I am going to Visalia on the 7th. I will stop there. Oh, it's at Fresno. I will stop there and get some carnitas.
Another work trip.
Yes.
To the Central Valley, and I'm still here.
But I can't because I'm getting on. You can't go with me. I'm getting on a plane and then going to Phoenix. Mm-hmm. Also, you know why you can't go? Don't make that. Don't start with me.
There's many reasons.
You know why you choose to not go.
There's a lot of reasons. But there is one place that I feel safe.
The Orlandos.
And yes, I feel safe.
Anyways, that's it. That is what 2024 is going to look like. We're going to be
For us,
doing things.
let's talk about the channel.
Oh, I mean, it's the same thing that, I
We
mean, it
haven't-
all goes together.
We haven't discussed what the channel is going to be doing.
I don't know. Do you know what the channel's going to be doing?
Well, normally, oh goodness. Here's where, the talent is here.
Let me put the
I'm-
talent
and I'm-
on.
And I'm glad she looks great. She sounds amazing. She's amazingly condescending.
Oh, the nerve.
Oh. No, all I'm saying is, yes, there's always a plan for the channel. Always a plan.
Oh.
There's somebody behind there, Don't look behind the curtain. The guy who's doing all the work.
I said YouTube Shorts. That was
Cool.
the channel.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to like them
Okay.
when they show up.
I'm going to put a thumbs up on.
I'm going to watch the whole thing completely
Yeah.
and put a thumbs up.
So do you even know how to make one? What they are?
I know what
How
they
they
are.
work? What are they?
They're little YouTube clips
Okay.
that you make on your phone.
No.
You have
So-
to make them on your phone, you said.
No, you don't.
Mm.
You can make them wherever. If
They
just-
are small YouTube clips. They are on YouTube because they're called YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts. Yes, that's something we're going to try and do multiple times throughout the week, but there's other things we want to do. This
Go
year.
shows. I said that earlier. Go travel more.
All right, go ahead. There you go.
With me.
No, yeah, because, I said, what are we going to do to 2024? You said you don't know, but you
I do
obviously
know.
So
I
there you
was
go.
wrong.
Let's go.
We're going to do go shows because we're going to be
What does that
traveling
mean?
more.
What does go shows mean? How does that work?
Wait, I'm confused. If your face isn't showing, you don't get words.
But I was just asking,
Um,
how does that work?
How does a go show work?
Yeah, how does it work?
That means we do a show on the go.
Yeah, how does that work? How are we going to do that?
Like physically.
Yeah.
We put these little things called microphones on us and then we press play on YouTube or Instagram Live.
Yep. That's all you have to do.
That's it.
You put a microphone on you, press
Press
play,
play.
and there you go.
Yeah.
No.
true.
No.
Can I just say this real quick? Nobody who's listening cares what the back end looks like. They just want to know that there's going to be go shows.
There's going to be go shows.
Thank
and that's
you.
what I was trying to get to.
That's what I said.
Okay. So
I irritated him.
well, I mean, that's pretty consistent on this show. We are seriously planning on some trips coming up. We be prepared if we're going to meet with you. We will tell you beforehand. We do have some trips already kind of in the works planned to where we can come out and we will talk to you and do this kind of show with you. Do know that when it comes to this show, we want your opinions to be heard. We don't want you to agree with us unless you actually do, right?
That's fair. I don't know that we know anybody that would just agree with us.
No. Well, I think we probably do, but there are people that we probably won't have on the show.
Who do you know that would just agree with us? Like, who do we know that would just agree with us? Like, everyone we know is very opinionated and would just say it.
Yeah, well, that's why we visit those people. Let's be real. So,
Be real.
no, that's a whole different. That's not YouTube.
Continue.
Okay, so no, we are really looking into doing a lot more of those kind of things. We do want maybe some pre-recorded stuff. We might do some of that to where we videotape us doing games.
Oh, yeah.
We do.
I remember that now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We are looking at doing a game night. Probably. I mean, see, she turned off the camera so she could flip me off.
I would
That's
never.
It's totally just what occurred. And guess what? I have a second camera up.
No, he doesn't.
No, I don't, because we can't afford that right now. So, well, we can't afford it for this show.
Right.
It's not in the budget for this. But no, we really are going. We're going to play more games. We're going to play more board games that are not just because it's a game. I don't ever want to put something on this table because somebody paid us to promote it.
No, it's only because we liked it.
It's because we actually like the game and we actually play it. That's a big part of it. So do understand that we might come to your house if you know us, and we will bring the cameras and everything, and we will play this game for promotional purposes for sure. Because some of these companies we are partnering with, there might be a sponsorship, there might be something coming up to that effect, but we really want to promote games that will show people how to just talk to each other and have a good time.
And your only compensation is our time and beer.
Yeah, we're gonna
maybe cookies.
She'll make cookies and
that's it.
We're gonna drink. I don't know. I think that's what she said.
Yes.
Okay. So those are things that we are committing to once a month us playing a game.
Yes.
We are committing to when we travel, we will have a special episode no matter what.
Ooh.
Okay. Like if we
together.
Yes, when we go to Philadelphia, it may not be with a guest or anything like that, but we are definitely going to turn on some cameras. We're getting to the point where we can do that. I've been talking about this for a while, but it's real now. 2024 has been kind of my goal anyways. So look out for those types of things. Look out for if you're in our realm or you want to be in our community. Let us know. Leave us a voice message. Leave us an email. Send us anything.
Text us.
Okay, hold on. I respond and read all of them. Every single one of them.
I see them.
Some of them.
That's it.
She sees some of them.
I see all of them.
She does not respond to... She responds to like 1 out of 10.
Yes.
And that's because I told her to.
Yes.
So, please. And so, I would appreciate, me as a human being, for the people that actually do listen to the show and do watch our show, to encourage her to be more involved. Because she has a lot to say and a lot of things that could be encouraging to you, but she chooses to not do that. Am I wrong?
Yes.
How am I wrong?
I've said so many things this year.
On this live show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in a personal message from somebody.
That's true.
Yeah. I was like, some people don't reach out in chat. Some people don't reach out while we're doing all this interaction. They reach out in a private message because they don't feel like it wants to be on blast.
You know, I have to check in on the person who asked me about going to college as an adult.
There you go.
It's been like a year.
That's a year ago.
Oh, I should email them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Continue.
So, please encourage this human being to respond to...
I'm a chatty person, by the way.
To randos.
Yeah.
Because if you know us personally, I mean, she's talking to you all the time anyways. But if it's somebody that's new in the circle, it's not... She has challenges.
I don't know challenges. I am not an initiator. If you are like, hey, I have a question, a concern, a comment, and I want to talk to you about it, I'm in. But
when somebody does that, you go, hey, did you see the message? You're going to respond? That's what you say.
But it's not like an in-depth conversation they're looking for. I'm the in-depth conversation person. You're the fluffer.
Wow. Don't look up fluffer.
He's the fluffer nutter. And I am not that person.
Do you even know what you're saying right now?
Isn't that just peanut butter and marshmallow?
Well, okay. So, please don't look up fluffer. And my wife is amazing, but doesn't know some things. Oh my God.
It's just peanut butter and marshmallows. Fluffer nutters.
All right. I'm going to move on to something else. But that's what we're trying to do for our channel. We are not looking to, again, this is for entertainment and sparking conversations solely. So grow the community, guys, because the more people you have access to, the pickier you can be with who your friends are.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep. John says, don't look it up. And she knows not what she says. Next subject.
I know. Like, ooh,
oh, fun times.
All right, so
that's it.
That's
the
end of the whole thing. Well, that's the end of what's on the paper. Usually throw something random in here.
But
we could do a quick round of sync or...
Oh, you want to do sync? We haven't done that yet.
Yes. No, it's not sync. Sparks. That's easier.
Let's do Sinks.
Okay, but sync takes longer.
No, it doesn't.
Spark.
Fine.
I love this human, but time is not something she understands. Right?
I
Like,
understand what time is.
what? A social
It's a
construct.
social construct.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
but you don't have that social construct with me. You're just like, if it's 3 hours long, it's fine.
No, that's why
Or
I
if it's 15 minutes, I could do 800
freaking
things.
literally just said what time it was.
Yeah.
That's why I said Sync was quick.
It's not, though.
Well, not a whole game. Just play 2 cards. Not have to go through the cards and find a good question.
No, it's just, oh my gosh. Again, just they're supposed to be random so that you don't get to pick what you want to talk about.
Here.
It's literally the point.
Jiminy Christmas around
It's
here.
supposed to be passed first.
Well, don't ask. I'm going.
Okay, so can I have the top of the box,
Jesus,
please?
take the wheel.
You don't want that to happen. So I'm going to block her face.
Good call.
That's because she's going to flip me off, I'm sure, behind. This is Sparks. It's a game by Rabble Games. 2 to 8 players. We are not playing it the correct way. We will in January.
2024.
We will be playing that in 2024 the correct way. The whole idea of Sparks, and the cool thing about this is like every game that they have thus far, and they're trying to deepen it even more. I say deepen because it says play to deepen relationships. That's the idea of the game, and it's not like it is random questions, but it's a little bit more in-depth questions about yourself. So you probably chose your own personally.
I shuffled and got a random card.
You were off camera, so I don't know. I blocked your face with a box so you could cheat.
Before this whole show started, I said, B, listen.
He. Mm-hmm.
B, I didn't do it. I did random like you wanted me to, and now we have to go with whatever this card says. Okay. Past.
Okay, so the way it works is it has something with your past, present, future,
Now I'm drinking.
and then there's something else at the end. We will get to the more details when we actually play this for with the camera, so you can see how freaking let's see if I can get there. How freaking gorgeous these cards. Oh, look at me.
No.
These cards are, and the design of them. We will do a full video of these.
All right. Ask the question. Take a shot.
Oh, I will ask a question to you.
'Kay.
This is a question for Sarah.
Oh, no. I don't like this.
When you were young, how would you have described a perfect day?
We already had this one. See, this is why I look at the cards.
Sarah, can you look at me for a second? Just you asked me this question.
I know.
So it's kind of inevitable that it was going to come up. It's a question to you.
I
Now,
don't want to answer it.
we can choose a different card, but it has to be at random. Okay. So
Okay.
so I'm not going to edit out this part. We're going to edit out Sarah's tantrum. We're not going to edit out Sarah's tantrum, the facial expressions she made.
This is why I read the cards.
No, you can't. This is what life is, right?
I'm going to answer the card.
Yes, this is what life is, right? Something gets thrown at you. You have to deal with something. You go, no, your turn. We don't get to do that, right?
Fine.
That's
A perfect
It is.
day.
when first
Yes.
you need to calm down.
Listen, Taylor, get it together.
So when you were young,
Yes.
how would you have described a perfect day?
Here's why I don't like this question. I just said
Just answer the question. You don't have to talk about how
I
you
just
hate the
said how
question.
far I've come with my grief. And now I have to answer a question about what a perfect day would have looked like when I was younger, and I don't
Yes.
want to.
It's about moving through it.
I don't want to. I baked a cake. That's my perfect day.
Brilliant. There you go.
That's it.
There you go. Next question.
Next
for me.
question.
You almost worked through something. You almost did.
Okay.
I think that's great. Like I'm not. It's not a bad thing. I was like, I understand why you.
Wait, so if I could have had a perfect day, or what it looked like when I was a kid?
holy, I almost f
What's
bombed
the question
on
again?
something that I promised I would not f bomb on. So 5th time that I read this question. She's going to flip me off because the camera's on me. I got a double flip off, people. Double flip off.
Move, go.
When you were young, how would you have described a perfect day?
Okay,
That's what I mean.
this is it. You ready?
Not as you were older. You were young at that point. It
Here
might be
was
Legos.
Here was Legos. Kind of Legos. Okay, perfect day when
Come
we were
on,
younger.
bro.
We lived out in the middle of, I say the middle of nowhere, but like country, Madera, Central Valley-ish.
So we're getting a backstory. now.
Backstory.
She didn't want to answer the question, but now we get a backstory.
Listen, I had time to process so I don't cry in front of everybody again. Perfect day would have been we're all outside playing knockout with my siblings. No, basketball knockout.
Oh,
We're outdoors, kids. We're not-
horse.
No, it's not horse, it's knockout. Where's Becca? It's knockout. It's different. Playing knockout with my siblings. Mom's making a cake, probably a whole sheet pan of cake, because that's ideal. And that's it. It's my perfect day. We play knockout as kids.
There you go.
It's harder than you think. Okay, you ready? Did you take your shot already?
No, did you?
I said question shot.
Well, we don't take them
See?
together.
Becca said knockout is the best game.
No, I agree.
Ever.
I was trying to be.
Ever.
I agree with knockout.
Have you played knockout?
Yes, of course. It's 2 people at the same time. It has to make it in there.
It's not the same time. It's
But you
one
can-
after the other.
Yeah, but you can bounce the ball out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I
want
know-
to play
I know the
knockout.
game.
Becca, tomorrow, knock out your house.
I'm an outdoor kid too. You know, I'm Gen X. I raised myself.
Yeah, video games.
Now-
D&D. Okay, question.
Basketball. I was
Who was the
Please.
first band or musician you were really into? Do you still like them?
first band.
Lame question.
Growing up, gotta think about when first band or musician.
This is the same question I had last week. That's what I'm saying. They didn't shuffle enough.
Was that the question for me?
It was for me. We
Yeah.
have each other's questions.
So, and that's okay, Sarah. Like, it's okay for me to answer a question that I haven't answered before.
It's not.
It is. I mean,
Okay.
because then it's called entertainment. And you are not entertained.
I'm not.
Mm-mm. So, can you read the question one more time? Because I have to read the last one 6 times, 5 times.
Give me your other questions. I'm switching them out. Who was the
No.
first band or musician you were really into? Do you still like them?
That I was really into. So, I have to think about something that I was really into. So, I'd have to say, probably Guns N' Roses.
You didn't want to see them last time we were here.
Yeah, I mean, they were cool then.
That's fair.
I think Guns N' Roses was the first one because that's the first one that I had them on tape, and they came out with a CD. Appetite for
Ooh.
Destruction came out on CD, and my dad bought me a CD player, compact disc, one at a time.
Jiminy Christmas. Show your age
it was-
more.
No, it operated slower than a VHS player at the time.
Okay. That was our past.
I think there's a look at this. Somebody's our producers here. Ben wants to be on the show. All right,
Okay. Present. I switched mine out.
you're gonna give me a present. You switched just cause?
Randomly switched it.
Hmm.
What? Poison, but not so much anymore. That's as John said. That was his band.
Oh, Poison was great.
I thought that was the song.
No, that's a different.
Bill
That's,
Bev DeVoe?
that's the '90s.
Bill Bev DeVoe. Right? Is that right? Bill Bev. Is that not the right name?
BBD.
Yeah.
ABC BBD.
What do you understand today that you did not understand a year ago?
I could say that as of yesterday today.
My wife.
Oh no, gosh. Planchava. Okay, I'm drinking this. A year ago, and then I do understand today.
What do you understand today
Okay,
that you didn't understand
I
a
was
year
like,
ago?
you didn't understand it last year, and then you know it now too. What do I do understand now? Excuse me. Excuse me. The complexity of creating a true what do they call it? Certification test.
That's fair.
I understood how to take certification tests last year. Like I've taken them for the last 20 years? Yeah, over 20 years. But creating one and the way that they go into building them, that's been a big learn for me.
Yeah.
Over this last year on how they're built and how to build one. And now I actually
That's fair.
game design actually helped me
understand
how to build. I know it's super boring. Sorry,
nerd
stop.
Someone's like super excited about what you're
But
saying.
now
right
I know how to like build a certification test that's relevant to the subject that you're trying to give the certification for. So over the last year, I've learned how to build the test and like behind. Yeah,
That's cool.
I understand it now.
All right, what you got for me? We're on present.
Present. What is something that always cheers you up?
Other than food, because I have an issue. Bye. Not you guys. Bye. What's something that always cheers
Our producer
me up?
Ben just left.
Yeah. I know it's gonna sound odd because people have anxiety with this. Getting on a plane always makes me happy
I agree
because
with that.
it's like a new adventure's about to happen.
Yeah. I can very much relate to that, but I don't think about getting on the plane when we land. That's
fair.
usually
'Cause you're,
when
like, safe.
that super. Well, it's not about safe. It's like, and I don't mean it could be a connecting flight, but if you're going to your next connecting flight, no. I'm talking about when you arrive at your final destination of your trip,
Yeah,
or even coming all the way home. Like that cheers me up too.
that's fair.
So I agree with you 1,000%,
Yeah.
but it's more of it's the other end of it of the flight, the end of the flight going, I'm here. Because a flight to me is not the journey.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about life is about the journey. Flights are not a journey.
No.
They're not. Taking a train ride, journey.
Yeah. But also, any really good baked good cheers me up. A good song that makes me want to dance cheers me up. Good tequila always makes me cheery. And sunshine. I really like my sunshine. Oh, ocean cheers me up. There's like a lot of things. I'm a very cheerful person.
You know what's funny is like you complain about every card, but you didn't complain about that one.
Well, because we haven't had that one yet.
Yeah, you have. You asked me that.
God dang it.
But,
Well, it's because it's a good card.
Okay. Yeah. So this is how playing games with Sarah is.
It's true.
Yeah. It's never about the game itself.
Pick your poison. All right, ready? Pass.
Poison. Do you
No,
even know?
future.
Oh.
Sorry.
Look what the cat dragged in, John. Do you remember that
I
album?
was like, what are you saying?
Yeah. I remember that one. I used to have a Poison t-shirt.
Old guys are united.
He was like Poison was like I used to have buy Poison t-shirts to tear them up and do the thing to
so
them.
like what every girl's doing right now.
Yes. But yeah, I totally did that. Open up and say, yes. Great album because it was banned.
I almost said, is that part of the Fluffernutters?
It's after the Fluffers. Then open up and say,
Oh, goodness.
and don't look any of that up. But open up and say,
Anyways.
yes, for sure. That album cover was actually censored for the longest time.
Makes
Because it had a person with a really long tongue. That's all.
Too sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the 80s.
Well, it was
70s.
kind of a devil.
80s?
It was in the 80s. It was like
Wait, the
88.
tongue was too devilish?
It was too long.
So the devil had to have made it.
So they edited it. All they did was put a black band across the top and the bottom. You could still see the devil with the tongue out, but you couldn't see how long the tongue was.
But I don't understand.
I didn't either.
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Okay.
Why is that censored?
My point is like literally
So
what
the devil eyes are fine, but the long tongue is too
long
much.
tongue was too sexual.
That's weird.
I understand that. This is the thing I grew up. This is the era I grew up in, and that's
Why you
what.
guys are all jacked?
That's why Tipper Gore became popular. That's why the PMRC existed. That's why we have labels on stuff. That's why when we talk about NWA, we talk about all those things. Like that was my generation, and the generation was going, "What are you talking about?" The
I
kids
wonder
are
where they
going,
had attitudes.
"Yeah." So
Interesting.
all that. Is it my turn to read
No, it's
or
mine.
listen?
You have to listen. Okay. Are there any new skills that you still want to develop?
For sure.
What are they?
Um,
Wasn't like a very good question, actually.
what?
It should have, because it's a yes or no question. It should have said, "What are the new skills that you still want to develop?"
How's it?
Are there any new skills you still want to develop?
Oh yeah, it's
Yes,
binary.
that's it. Sorry.
Yes.
The end. What are they?
Oh, honestly, I do want to get better at, man, it's new skills.
Chilling the F out.
Yeah, we're talking about new skills, right? Drum production.
What do you mean?
Recording drums.
You want to record drums?
Yeah, record beats and stuff. Well, because I was like, I don't have like a drummer in my pocket, so I have like to
On a MIDI.
MIDI, just put them in something.
Oh, okay, use the word right.
I want to learn how to do that.
I thought you were like talking. You want to get a drum set.
No, no, I'm okay without it because I have a MIDI that has pads on it to go through my DAW and everything, so we're all good.
Okay.
But I just need to figure out how to actually do it correctly and to make it sound good.
So when I'm not here, that's what you should be working on. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Nice.
Those are kind of the things, the rabbit holes when I'm caught up on stuff, on work. When it comes to my work, then your work, and then I'm caught up. Those are kind of the like video production, cameras. Of course, I want to learn more about that, but that's something I kind of know a little bit about. This is a whole new skill.
Yeah.
Like I can do a 16 beat and that's it. But I want to be able to record it as a stem, put it into music,
Right.
That type of thing. So I do have a MIDI that I bought, and we'll see what happens.
Nice. I use MIDI in the right term, by the way. I like the right phraseology.
You really did.
Impressed with myself.
Yeah.
You have to ask the question. I'm out.
Oh. Your question is, ooh, if you only had 1 year left to live,
Don't like it.
how would you spend it?
Frivolously.
Wasn't that 2023?
Wait. Yeah, basically. I mean, if we're being real,
Are we?
yes, I would literally spend it frivolously because at that point, the debt doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter what I spend the money on.
Yeah, it doesn't roll over.
Right. No one's,
like
it's getting wiped out in a year.
Yeah.
So I would go see all the things and all the people, and we would eat all of the food, and it would be marvelous because it doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But there's so many.
Saying you wouldn't work more?
No. I mean, the funny thing is I'd still work because I feel like I should. But
It's been a joke for me is, on your dying day, like, it's like your last wish or last thought will never be. And if it is,
I should have worked
you
more.
should probably die.
Yeah. Jesus.
But if your last thought is, you know what, I should have worked more. It's not going to be, if it's that thought, then you should probably not be part of humanity.
Yeah. No, it's never going to be that.
But if you like, I wish I would have spent more time working towards something.
Right.
Or, making something better or doing this or family or something. But yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got. Those are the three because we didn't play Sync.
Well, we will be playing Sync soon. We will. We don't have the equipment to show off the game properly.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I've done that in the past on my other channel, on the Time to Tabletop channel, and it wasn't done properly, and I feel bad for that, so I will not do that again. I will make sure to show off people's hard work, their diligence, their passions. I want to show it off properly.
Yes. But also, if we're coming to see you, we're bringing games. And
for sure.
Even if we don't record anything, we're going to play
Fact.
these games.
We might record it.
You have to say, "Fox, man." Listen to a British show.
Yeah, some podcast. And anytime she watches a new podcast,
Listen.
her dialogue changes.
It's been the same.
Fox, man.
Except for say less. That's like my favorite thing ever right now.
Say less.
Say less. Because it means so many things.
Yeah.
So many
you
things.
are digging your own hole.
That and Butters.
You need to calm down.
I don't understand Butters still.
Well,
Did you hear it in the conversation today?
No, I didn't listen that much. To
That's
like,
rude.
how are you offended?
Because I played it for you to listen to.
Okay. You
So we
play-
can talk about it together
Okay.
as a team.
But yeah, when I talk about a show that we're watching.
Oh, for F's sake.
Wow.
Listen, what's that one show that you listen to that tells you all the Easter eggs and everything you missed in the episode that you watched?
I do not
What's it called?
watch that show.
What's it called?
Hold on. I don't watch that show until after I've seen the episode.
That's not what I said. What's it called?
It's not a show. It's a YouTube channel called Screen Crush.
Right. So, for some reason, you watch Screen Crush and you're like, let me tell you everything you didn't see. I don't care. I don't want to know what I didn't see. Just let me enjoy what it is.
That was important to me.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the difference. You make me rewatch Screen Crush after you've already watched it and then told me what's going to happen and like, well, let me replay for you what they already said that I told you they said.
Yeah, because I'm passionate about it.
You listen to like 4 seconds of a show with me. And you're like, I didn't listen.
But, next time you want to show me how to do a pivot table or something amazing in Excel or something you did at work and something that's not matching for payroll, you know what? I'll just like, you know what? I don't care.
That's what you do anyways.
I do not.
That is so true. It's true.
Digs are going both ways. But
We're done.
she is a very interesting human being.
That's not true.
And I'm still trying to find a way to where she finds me interesting.
I think you're interesting.
You just complain about it though.
No, I said you say a lot of words and you like want me to feel and think what you feel and think about certain shows, and I don't understand that. And music, you're like, how is this not moving you? I'm like, it is, but not like to tears. Like I don't have that with
Sure.
this song.
So, but
That's it.
But that's the whole. I mean, this will be kind of the point of why we're going to play some of these games together, because it does sparks. It's called sparks. Does
Yes.
actually spark conversations.
Yeah.
So it is very helpful if you are having challenging moments in a conversation with somebody that you care about, or just a friend or anything like that. These types of games that Rabble Games has put out there will assist you in creating that conversation.
If you haven't laughed with your partner in months or
Play Rabble.
weeks, play Rabble, number one. Play something.
Play a game, especially
Don't
like
care what it is.
a party game.
Yes.
Play a party game.
Play it, change the rules, have fun,
Yeah.
be with your humans.
And yeah, that means showing up in real life is what we're trying to tell everybody. So thank you for everybody. Huh?
I said, but Rabble. We're going to all play Rabble this year.
Rabble is going to be something we're going to promote. We have something in the works in my brain for this next year for you guys.
Oh.
So if you haven't played Rabble, we're going to try and find a way to where some of our viewers can get a copy of Rabble. So just be excited. And
I mean, I'm excited for you.
I'll take care of the rest, because the talent will show up, and
Oh,
then
me.
I'll make sure all the stuff happens. So
That's fair.
that was a dig.
Oh, I didn't care.
I know. Love you guys. We'll see you very soon. And what is it?
In real life.
Yes, show up. I mean, if there's anything we want to tell you to do, show up in real life, guys. Love y'all.
Bye.